searching begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers.
Hey.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Yo.
Welcome
miss
to
you
Check
guys.
Please.
I miss you.
Welcome to Check Please, the D&D live show. I'm your DM Beardy, and down here are my lovely players.
Hello, my name is Keni, and I play Risen the Fateweaver.
Hello everyone, I'm Foaly and I play Kurla, the half-orc life oracle.
And I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the Swarmonger.
I'm Skrewy and I play Petravian, the Hivekeeper Paladin of Eden and Mellifera.
And my name is Grem, and I am very tired. I play.
Aww.
Well, wake up, we're playing Dad. Hi.
They're existentially tired, physically fine.
Oh, okay, that's just existence.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha,
Right.
gotcha.
I'm just tired.
And
It's
who
just
do you
grind your
play,
shoulder, we
Grem?
get that. Anyway, with that, let's roll. So last time, the party made their way back to Wittingen after speaking with Karis about the situation and learning that the mega spell from Proda was actually just a big portal to hell to siphon massive amounts of negative energy onto a battlefield.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Lame.
The group then decided to return to Wittingen and wrap up business there before setting off on the next leg of their adventure. Currently, they're in the mountainside village of Wittingen and will be open on the afternoon of the 14th of September. What would you like to do?
Well,
We're at Archie's house, right?
You're still in
I think-
Wittingen, I believe. Or was
Did
it
we
the last
finish
thing you...
off with? No, we went to
We were
the
at the
hive,
hive.
and then we teleported at the
Yeah,
end of the
we-
session.
Oh,
Because I already rolled for
apologies.
it.
Oh, we
Well, in
rolled?
that
yeah.
case...
yeah, we
okay.
teleported.
Okay. Well, in that case, you open at the lovely little lakeside cottage
Oh, boy.
of Archie's house.
You know what I was not doing before this session that I should have been doing was mentally preparing myself.
I'm
Whoop.
I'm interested in seeing what happens. What is this?
So-
Yeah.
As
So I'm
the
gonna-
group of you appear on this platform, you know, the curtain will drop back
Yeah.
down, and you see this open area around you. You see Archie's cottage. You see the lake stretching on beyond that, and the mountains on the far side in the distance. And you can hear arguing in the distance.
Uh-oh.
You hear small voices raised at each other.
Okay, well, I didn't expect that, but I'm not surprised either.
Lovette, what is going on?
I'm just... I mean, do you want the long version or the short version?
The understandable version.
I mean, can I just go talk to them? I'm gonna go get my constructs to bring to my mother.
Do you mind if we come with you?
No, not at all.
Alright. Ners will follow Lovette.
I'll head on in and see what's going on.
Okay. As you open the door,
Who are we fighting about?
you can hear two voices shouting at each other. One of them belongs to Moira, the other one to Marcus. Marcus is shouting that he would like to return. He'd like to be on his way, and he's sick of being stuck here. I'll
There's
do my
nothing
best.
to do.
Oh, okay.
That's your problem? There's nothing to do?
No, he's
yeah.
talking about how he wants to go He wants to go back and find.
But is he Malifaux?
Yeah, but
all-
I told him he has to wait here.
Yeah.
At least
Do you
until-
understand why, Marcus?
Not really.
Because you remember when they found out you were a lost soul?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we don't need that all over again. He's just gonna fucking smash you. I do not know how to
Why?
prevent
Why would he
this.
do that?
Who is Zill?
Because you're not a halfling.
Well, I mean,
Well, that pisses
Yeah?
him off. I don't know why he has a problem with it. I think it's a really stupid distinction.
yeah, but I think I could talk to him.
Yeah, this worked so great in the past.
I told him
It
he had to wait.
has, for the most part.
The first thing he ever did to you is blaze fire at you.
It wasn't exactly
Yeah.
fire.
No, but it was in the conversation, is hell.
Fine.
I mean, came here to talk to you about that. So, if you feel that strongly about it, maybe we can work it out.
Do you mind if I ask question?
Yeah?
How
I'm sure you
old
got the
was
blood.
Marcus when you knew him?
I don't know.
He-
But given what we found out in that tomb, he could have been centuries old. But the Malchus we knew had been farming memories for the time we knew him. And I don't think any time before that.
Does that mean Mark II doesn't know how old he is?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he only has the memories that Lovette
Lovette
would have
has.
imparted into the
Yeah.
the construct.
Yeah.
So any private moments that wasn't around Lovette, he doesn't have those.
Yep.
Fuck.
I mean, she
Okay,
did find
just
out
a
about.
little bit. Thank you for that.
She'd find out about a lot of those things after the fact. It is
But
worth mentioning.
it's like second
But
hand.
stuff he doesn't know,
Yeah.
he doesn't know, she definitely doesn't know. Stuff he did know, she probably knows. Like she knew about his affair with Soul, whatever you want to call that,
Mhm.
and a lot of, and I can't think of much else that happened in private that was like long-term consequence stuff that will come up now.
I was just curious because whoever the person you used to know was, it's just interesting because they act like child, and
Oh, yeah.
I would assume based on his look that he is adult halfling.
You're
Yeah,
telling
you
me.
would think so.
I mean,
I appreciate you
Rude.
putting up with him, Moira.
It's not been easy. He's tried to break out of the house once or twice.
Like, Malchus.
and I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling.
You know, Malchus, if you hadn't... So, you could have still had that fire open if you had held it together a little longer.
Yes, I would have had the
Contact
fire
me with
opal if I
that.
didn't just call somebody that I wanted to talk to, and I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
Why?
Right. Wait. What do you want? What do you propose we tell Selena Rifkef?
that I'm here to fulfill Marcus's promise.
I feel like if you say that, he's gonna kill me.
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily my problem, now is it?
Damn.
I
Wow.
mean,
And
yeah. I mean, when
You
you
made me,
I mean,
Dad.
it kind of is your problem if, Lovette's gone, then you can never be fixed if you get injured.
Yeah, exactly that.
I mean, details, yes.
Details are normally important when planning things.
Your fatality is measured in mine.
Sorry. For some reason,
That was pretty fucking evil.
that felt really comical in a way.
Moira looks a little bit sad after hearing that praise.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
Well, how do you propose we talk to Zell?
I would not have left you here if I had an answer. I don't know. I don't know that it's a good idea I kind of feel like I made a big one. I don't know.
You feel like you made a what?
Hasty decision. With Malchus. I think that,
An idea? I mean, we can call Corona.
oh no, they're really in bed together. I don't know if they have any connection.
I mean, I don't know why we would call him, but he was very sweet.
We have a walnut? I mean,
No, he
No, I
said
mean-
I just call him.
oh yeah.
Don't
okay.
you know who I am?
I mean, yeah. I think better than most people. So,
I mean, I don't have the walnut. Who had the walnut last?
Several episodes we discussed that no one has a walnut, okay?
Yeah. No one has
I'm
one.
remembering it now.
Yes, but
But Marcus doesn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, Marcus doesn't know that though. Yes.
No one has a walnut, darling.
there's no need. It's immaterial. I mean, maybe
okay.
he would have insight on this, but I feel like his insight is going to be, oh, I don't like your kind of that's fucked up. Which, I mean, I don't know. Look. I don't
hey,
know.
I'm just spitballing here, man.
What are you going to? What do you do if you bring you there? I mean, I would hope praise your son, but like, your limitations are like, are potentially they could get in the way of that. What's not
So what's the
normal life.
alternative? What's the alternative?
Why the hell are you
I
guys
don't know.
talking about talking to Zell? Or Corona?
Well, I mean, we don't have to, but Zell seems to know this shit, like just supernaturally. So I feel like if we walk Marcus into town and just put him
Parade
with the
me around.
halflings, he's just going to he's gonna take it into his own hands. And there is no chance
But
he will
why?
survive that.
Why are you going there?
Well, there's a reason I built you in the first place was because because you're your son. Look, I don't know. This is because there's lots of stuff that I'm really like literally about to go and pack with my mother. So I figured you two could come with us.
Okay.
What?
Because at the very least, I think that she could use company and you could use company, and I need to confess some things to her.
If this
Oh.
will help you, help me do what you made me to do, I'm all for it. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, what if do you think there is that that's the right call? Do you think that you should stay with them?
With your mother or with?
No, with your family.
Telly.
Well, with Marcus's family. I don't know who his family. I
Telly.
don't know who the fuck they're related to. Yes, with Telly. Telly Barton's son.
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'd like to.
I mean, yeah,
Very
but
much.
like, sure, but do you think that's good for them? I don't know. I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm not sure it is.
How about
I mean, I don't even know if
we
they're
go
in the
talk to
mail
your
guy
we go
anymore.
get your mother's input on this. We maybe
Why did you do
What
it?
was
You
Lovette's
go
mom
ahead.
know
What?
about him seeing Zell? I'm sorry. It's been going in random circles. I'm having a hard time following what's going on.
Okay, look, because I impulsively built a replica of somebody that I feel guilt about killing because I have issues with abandonment, with my own parents, and I might have acted on those issues, and I want to talk about that shit before I'm confirmed that because I might not have anything to do with it, but we're literally about to go talk about it right now, I need to get that thing out of.
Make a
Alright.
perception check.
Thoughts connected?
All of us?
Everyone except Lovette.
Okay.
All right.
Because Lovette's busy venting.
Ooh, that's
Everyone
20!
Ooh.
45!
19 for Petravian.
There's a 31 for Vera.
And that is a 23 from Kurla on a nat 2.
Okay. So, Vera and Riz, you both notice that as Lovette is sort of just like just word vomiting out all that stuff about like maybe regretting having made Marcus, or to some degree, or having regretted making someone, or has admitted rather to like making this being because of a character flaw of themselves. Moira looks gutted at that moment.
Maybe we should just go. Marcus, shut the fuck up and let's go to Lovette's house.
Okay, yeah.
I was all on board.
No,
Gee.
shut the fuck up. We have quiet time now. We use our zippers? No more. Alright, Lovette.
Thank you, listen. Okay, yes. How you...
You know.
No, I said zippers. I can make this so much worse for you.
Oh shit.
So
One
zippers? Zippers, okay? It is quiet time. Come on, Moira,
Fine
darling.
zippers.
Thank you. Alright, let's walk outside and Lovette whenever you're ready.
Kurla's going to turn to Vera and say, under their voice, "Well, that was relatively painless, don't you think?"
Painless is a potential word.
Oh, you just...
Toss out the teleport pad.
Okay.
Hey, Vera.
Hi, Marcus.
Riz steps on it, just shaking their head. Come on, Moira, darling.
And
I read that as a 96. I was like, oh.
just to be absolutely clear, what is your maximum number of occupants?
1 per level.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wait,
Or is
what?
it maybe 1 per every 2 levels? It
I
might
don't
be
think it's
one
one
every
per level.
That'd be a
You're
lot.
probably right, actually. Well, I
But
remember
am
it
I
being
an
a lot,
occupant?
but you're right. It's every other.
Am I
because...
occupant or am I materials?
You're an occupant because we have counted Moira as an occupant.
Yes.
Per 3 caster levels.
For 3 caster levels,
Mhm.
and we're at 16.
Mm-hmm. So 5
5.
plus yourself.
Okay. And we have the 5 party members. How did we do this before then?
Beardy wasn't keeping track of it, and then later was like, "Hey."
Well, I remember we
You
leveled
weren't
up.
Oopsies.
Well, that was to include Moira,
get-
but we can't take
It was including
Moira
Moira.
and Marcus.
Okay.
Wait, so it's every other, you said?
Every 3.
Every
every
3.
Every 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, I edited that one recently, so I actually know this part. I had to hear it then.
So, yeah. Basically, if you want to expend 3 teleports, you can do that.
How do I don't think I have 3 more. Let me see real quick. Nope, I've got 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Petravian will be like, do you need me to just like stay here or something? I could just, dick around for a little bit.
I mean, it's more than a little bit. I don't have enough juice to come get you.
Like, for a day or so?
You want to spend
can
another
find-
day in Ville?
This is nice.
But tomorrow I can take us wherever.
I mean, I don't mind. Yeah.
Alright, have fun alone. Bye.
Yeah, I'll just stick
I
around for a little
suppose.
bit.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Can you... I guess she's back at the hive.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of doodads around here, but my grandfather made them, and he's a genius. So, do not break any of them. I'll be upset. Archie has lived here for 5 years, and he's about twice your size at the time, and he hasn't broken a single one.
I will train and have tea. All right.
Flash forward to coming to retrieve Petravian, and the house is just completely on fire.
Just a roaring inferno. And he's
I didn't mean to.
standing outside like,
Fanning it.
look, one thing led to another, okay?
So do you have enough spots now?
Yeah, I believe as long as there's one less person, then
Yeah.
we're fine.
Yep.
Maybe you should
Petravian's
stick
sitting
with Wild
back.
Owl.
Wasn't there? Oh, don't you only have 5?
Plus Lovette.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
So technically 6, but...
Okay. Let's go.
All right. So in that case, go ahead and give me a roll. Or you did 56. Okay, that is successful. So the party has arrived at...
You're right. I forgot I re-rolled before when I counted it, so I actually do have enough jumps. I can get Petra. If you want to sleep in fucking Spider Castle, I guess you can sleep in the Vardo.
All right. So...
But if I miss one of these jumps, I'll be mad.
Okay. Well, in that case, are you going? You're going back for Petra then?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back for Petra
Okay.
real quick.
Give me another spell and another D100, please.
If I miss the
Okay. Success.
Well,
and
I'm terrified.
Lovette heads back. There we go. Success. Close. Very close.
Huh.
Very close.
I thought you had an issue here.
I mean,
Lovette
it's an area I'm very familiar with, so I mean, it wouldn't be too bad.
Lovette pops back, grabs Petravian, throws a teleport pad down, and reappears at Fujidorf with the rest of the party. So,
Hi, guys.
before you is this lovely stone building, and you can see filaments of silk hanging from parapets and draping down some walls in certain places. You can see silk in the trees nearby as well.
Is it meant to look like that, or?
What do you know what's going on?
I've not been inside before.
No, but it
And
did.
I don't remember this much silk this last time. Is there more?
No, but I mean, my mom used to be a. It's hard to do.
Question.
I thought we were zipper time, Marcus.
Rude. It is a legit question, all right?
We'll see.
He's always been like this, but he used to be a lot quieter. There was a time where he never talked at all. Or did anything, frankly. He was just kind of zoned out.
Yeah,
fuck me. We had to carry him a few times.
Sure is an interesting looking castle.
Yeah, what's
it
with the
was
spider
always
silk?
creepy. What the fuck, Malk? Okay, look. You don't know.
No, I don't.
I know, but it's hard for me to talk about. Can you just calm down? I mean, it's from my mom. It's from my mom. My mom made it. Oh yeah, that's not a sufficient explanation. I told you, it would be easier for you to see.
So why don't we go in then?
Yes, go.
Alright.
That's what happens when you ignore the zipper rule.
You move forward and
That's not
push.
like
Who's pushing the front door open? Who's actually opening it?
I'm knocking
Lovette.
actually with my cane.
Oh, Lovette, you're knocking on it with your cane?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Marcel,
Make a perception check, Lovette.
I don't like that.
Riz, what is a zipper?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
You can hear chitinous tic-tac footsteps on stone as
Try my
as
best
these,
not to shudder.
as these sounds become louder, as something's kind of moving toward the door from the other side.
Like weavers.
That's not ominous or anything.
And opening the door, this door swings open, and inside there is no lights. It looks like all the torches have been extinguished, and it's just sort of dark inside. But the light coming in, which it's kind of an overcast day anyway, but the little light that is going in sort of silhouettes this figure in front of you. You see this being, this towering shadow, this strange spider creature in front of you.
Excuse me, sir.
And
does this thing eat your mother?
it leans down very quickly.
Slap Marcus. With my wing, so I'm like, I don't turn around, I just...
Its long arms reach down and scoop up the small engineer, as if she weighed nothing. Long, sharp fingers wrap around her form and raises her to eye level. Lovette, you can almost feel like her fingers are trembling somewhat as she's lifting you up to her face. Short pause for breath, and the gnome is moved up to Lilith's face, her fresh tears streaking down her face in lines of black ichor.
I can tell you've been waiting for this.
Yeah, Kurla's hand will have gone to their knife reflexively, and they're kind of going to be looking at Petravian and Vera to kind of take a cue from whether or not they're reacting at this.
I've got a clip.
I hug her.
Okay.
Vera,
She's looking you over, Lovette. She's noticing that you've changed, and she's shaking a little bit as she's holding you.
Yeah, there's a wee bit to talk about.
I'm so glad you're all right, she says, and then pulls you into a hug.
Fuck my mammy.
They could have killed you.
Oh, you slept together faster than I thought you would.
They could have done so much worse. I'm so glad you're safe now.
Wait, there's more to talk about, but that is a big part of it.
She draws you deeper into the darkness of the room.
For Kurla, Vera is still looking on edge whenever she's near a Drider.
Vera, what happened?
Why, you don't like Lovette's mom?
I don't remember them like that.
Well, technically speaking, you don't remember anything.
Wow.
Hurtful.
Man, I don't remember Marcus being so tactful.
Maybe you must have programmed the memories wrong.
I guess so.
I could turn it up if you like. I'm trying to be better. I could crank that shit back up.
Marcus.
If you want,
So the rest of the party is sort of on the step of the building, and this creature has grabbed Lovette and pulled her into the darkness.
Lovette, you alright?
I follow.
Should we come in?
Yes, you may.
Here it is.
Okay.
Yes?
Petravian, head on in.
Just obviously giant spider and giant spider, but how much physical resemblance is there in terms of your giant spider and your giant spider between what Lilith has become and that which hungers? How much of an association would Kurla be having in their mind based on what they've seen so far?
Okay, so what you're seeing is what's essentially a bottom half big giant spider, top half dark elf.
Okay.
But also with like arms that are a little bit freakishly long, fingers that are very freakishly long, and like end in like what look like almost curved blades or very very fine fingertips. She seems to have like black liquid coming out of her eyes. Her hair is of course like stark white, and she, like on her spider parts, you can see this strange like pattern of red splotches on what is otherwise like a purplish carapace that sort of matches her skin tone. But the splotch pattern on the top of her carapace is the holy symbol of that which hungers. It's that multi-picture like eyes of a spider. So there's an immediate like visual connection, seeing this thing and tying that into that which hungers.
Well, to quote Keni, thanks, I hate it.
Mm-hmm. So as you move into this open space, you find that like most of the furniture has been removed from this area. Like there was once a table in here and chairs all around it, but that's all gone. And now there's just sort of strands of silk hanging down from the ceiling and also plastered all along the walls, coating this place and making it look more like tunnels than actual rooms.
Is there any like chairs or anything?
Not in this room anymore, no.
Oh, okay.
This is quite the home.
Yeah, you really made it your own.
And you live here all alone?
For the most part.
Yeah.
It was easier to move around once I rearranged the furniture. I do hope that it's not distressing anyone.
No, it's fine, of course. So yeah, I will have to stay, and we may. Are there any rooms that might have been kept as well?
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's some rooms on the first floor that I've not really touched.
Okay, cool. I think wonderful. We might spend the night, if that is okay.
Would you? That would be very nice.
Of course.
I've missed you.
Yeah.
Would you all? I'm very hungry.
I miss you, and a lot has happened, and I have been neglecting to visit for a while because I have been worried about what you might say.
I understand that you're a lot like your father. I don't begrudge you that.
Well, what do you mean?
That sometimes it doesn't matter what people tell you. Once you've made your mind up about something, that's what's going to happen.
I'm working on it, but well, yeah, we did go to this, and I spoke with my aunt and my cousins, and
I'm sorry you had to meet them.
Well, yeah, they were not all bad. They were, Keni is perhaps a bit out there, but my cousins, I think, were trying their best.
Aren't that bad, huh?
Yeah, out there being outrageous slave owners, but
beating me into an inch of my, well, not life, but like existence.
Yeah, they're not your family, Malchus.
Hey Marcus, open your mouth. We're gonna grab a bubble with our mouth, okay? Hop. And we're gonna keep it there, alright? Hop.
I appreciate what you're trying to do,
No,
but
you
you're
don't.
being a little bit condescending to it.
I'm condescending to everyone. Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
But you're the one acting childish.
Lovette, do you want, some privacy for this conversation? Because we're all standing here like
do you need
little
time
awkwardly
alone?
here.
I will have time. I was under the impression that some of you had questions. Yeah. So when we were there, I learned a lot. They wanted me to take your place, and they offered to free you from this if I did. And sorry,
I'm glad you didn't.
But mother, I mean,
Would have been a fate worse than death to serve them. I'm glad that you were strong. I'm proud of you.
I still don't feel like it was necessarily the right choice, but reason.
Don't ever think that. Serving that monster is the worst thing you could have ever done. glad you chose not to.
I thought you would say that. I wouldn't have gone through with it if I didn't think you would have said that. But I still feel like I made a selfish choice there.
Just a question, because I believe this is the thing you alluded to in Prota?
So this is my mother's curse.
Hello,
I'm
darling.
trying to be polite, but I don't think anyone needs to pretend anyone wanted this to happen.
I was just wondering if you would like me to try it.
Try what? Removing cows?
Yes.
Oh, well, we tried that. It hurt terribly.
Oh. Well, I don't want to hurt you, ma'am.
I understand. I don't want to trouble you.
Oh, it won't be a trouble for me.
One girl.
It's a spell.
I mean, what would I be able to assist?
Petra, you were there when this happened.
Yes, I know, but I could maybe the two of us.
Do you have remove curse on you right now at this moment?
Yes.
Not to spell magic, Petra, which I already warned you about when it came to me.
I don't think two people would help, but if there's a precedent for it, I do have a copy still.
Petra, big guy, no offense to you, and I know your intentions are good, but between you and Rez, in terms of removing a god level curse, my money would be on Rez having a better shot there. I'm not sure you'd have much to add to it.
Well, is there any difference than what was already cast?
I don't think so.
And Vera will rummage through her pouch and is going to take out a scroll.
I don't know if this would help at all, if it's any better or not, but...
And she pulls out a scroll of limited wish and hands it over to Riz.
Riz takes it.
I don't know if that's any better or not.
It might be.
Why'd you have that?
I don't want it.
Because you got cursed to fuck in Prota. That's why.
You bought that for me?
Yes.
That's why Vera's poor now.
Aww. I'd hug you, but you know, boundaries.
I appreciate it. That's a first, brother.
Who's over here, guys?
Okay.
Simran.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. If it doesn't work, it could be worse.
I don't know. I just wanted to offer it. I don't want to hurt you. My name is Raisin. It's very nice to meet you. What is your name? I don't feel comfortable just calling you Lovette's mom all evening.
Lilith. You can call me Lilith.
Alright. It is very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too. It's interesting that... Did you meet them in Dis?
No, my friend Raisin here, I hope you do not mind me saying, is also unfortunately afflicted with a curse.
It is funny.
Yes, among other things, it sort of randomizes their appearance depending on the person viewing. So I always see the same person, but you probably saw someone different.
I see.
I do apologize if the appearance makes you uncomfortable, though.
They're from nowhere. I mean, not from here, not from this world.
From a different world.
Well, I mean, yeah, you don't know it well, though.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere, she says, and looks toward Marcus.
Kind of do like an eye gesture, like, I know this real thing.
If it is uncomfortable for you, you know, saying them, the way that you see them, and you would like to get a better look, I could help with that.
Yes, it does seem that it can be magically bypassed.
It's not necessary.
Well, part of what happened in the underground As we learned that Kurla's power also comes from the two young girls. A little more accidentally.
Kurla's gonna glance at Lovette, and for a moment their face is gonna just harden and their eyes are gonna tighten, and the look is sort of a... That would have been something I would have liked to have said. But they'll, they won't say that. They'll communicate that with a look, and then just sort of turn their attention back to Lilith. They're gonna let that one slide.
Okay.
Well, you have my condolences too then as well.
So, yes, I think there are questions you had or that I leave to you, but you're the only person I can think of myself who might be able to help.
What with?
Kurla?
Oh yeah, I actually would like some privacy for this, if that's alright with the rest of you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Where do we walk so that we're not...
Let me show you where you will stand.
Yes, down this hall, just make a right. The rooms back there should be untouched.
Thank you. Come on, Marcus, come on, Moira, let's go find your rooms.
You wanted a word with me?
Hey, I did.
This way. She turns and moves into a hallway, and instead of taking a right, she takes a left and goes toward a staircase.
Kurla will follow.
As she goes...
moving mechanically. They're not loving the fact that they have to follow, but they're following.
As she's moving down this hallway, she's starts walking along the wall and then along the ceiling. And she moves up the back side of a staircase up to the second floor.
It sounds pretty useful.
Well, that's why Vera has spider climb.
I know, I could have had that all the time.
So, Kurla will gather themselves and then look Lilith in the eyes as best they can. Something that you're... Oh.
Yeah. So did you follow upstairs?
Yeah, I followed upstairs.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Okay. So as you head up the stairs, you notice your feet are kind of sticking to the stairs a little bit. Like you have to pull a little bit harder than you normally would to free your shoes from the stairs. And when you reach the second floor, you see that Lilith is not the only being on this floor of the house. Some of the webs look like they're moving.
Kurla's gonna stop and call out. Yeah, I think that's far enough, if that's alright with you. This is a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh.
I have siblings?
Alright. Lilith turns around and comes back to the edge of the staircase.
Although, for what it's worth, this might be the right place for what I'm about to say. It's something Lovette didn't mention. The reason that things went so shit-shaped down there.
Mm-hmm.
They were protecting me. My secret that I wasn't ready to tell. That your sister wanted to know desperately, and Lovette wouldn't give me up. And maybe if she had, things would have gone differently. Maybe she wouldn't have ended up changed. Maybe you would have ended up better than you are now. So if that's going to be a problem for you, then do what you need to do.
Like I said before, the worst thing she could have done would have been to accept whatever deal, whatever twisted agreement they wanted her to make. Because serving that which hungers is the worst possible thing she could ever do.
Aye, that's more or less what I tried to tell her then. You served her.
Underestimate me, Mom.
You served it.
No. I left. I refused to, and that's why I'm the way I am now. It's vengeful, but I think you already know that. It doesn't like to be slighted or told no or refused.
Which is more or less exactly what I'm planning on doing with it, but I would imagine you'd advise against that.
How do you hope to get away unscathed?
Honestly, I don't know. But the power that it just threw out into the world that landed on me ruined my life. It ruined my sister's life. It ruined so much. And I've come to better terms with that. But things have changed recently, and I'm not sure where I stand.
Well, I acquired a charm, a necklace that I wore. And as long as I did, it could never find me. And I was able to escape its gaze for a long time. And maybe if you had something similar, then you could also abandon its power without fear of its reprisal. Maybe.
I was all set to try something like that, and then when what happened, my sister died. I killed her, in fact. And it turns out her spirit's been with me the whole time, ever since, and that's not the natural order of things, from what I've recently learned. I don't quite understand how that's possible, and I'm worried that there's a connection now between what's supposedly my sister's spirit and that which hungers.
I see. So, my family, we were from a line of priests, high members of the temple, one of the top members of the society. We had blessings and power from it, and there were others that also carried its blessings that were, pardon my expression, lesser. Not priests or priestesses, but beings who would be gifted its abilities. We called them eaters.
And that's what I am.
Their abilities were a bit different. When an eater consumes someone, their soul doesn't pass on cleanly. It gets siphoned, at least most of it. Some of it stays with the eater to help power their abilities, but a portion of it passes through them back to it.
So you're telling me that my sister's spirit is gone, except for the parts of it that are stuck with me that I'm using for my own energy?
She nods.
So there's no saving them, there's no bringing them back. It's just an echo that's with me.
It's something like that. It's the part of her that wanted to hold on to you, and the part that you wanted to hold on to as well. The rest of her is part of it now. She reaches a hand out, like, slowly, to, like, try to touch your shoulder.
Kurla will flinch, but not recoil.
I'm truly sorry.
Well, it makes things a little bit simpler now in terms of what I have to do, because it's not getting this power. I won't let that happen. Whatever it gave me, whatever I've grown for it, it's not getting it back.
What's more important? Getting your sister's spirit back, or denying this power from it?
By the sound of it, you've just told me that's not possible. Is it possible? Help me, it's possible.
It might be possible.
How?
It can be bargained with.
You're telling me to strike a deal with it?
It's your only chance unless you think you can kill it somehow.
I wanted to for the longest time before I even knew what it was. Which god it was that had done this. I know now. I know better now. I know that's not gonna happen. But you open this conversation with making a deal with it being the worst possible idea.
I said serving it would be the worst possible thing. But if you can make an agreement with it,
how would I even... I've never even spoken to it except through your sister.
That's something you'll need to find out on your own. It's different for each person. Some pray, some find some act that communes. That's not just for eaters, that's for anyone. It's a personal thing. But whatever it is that you do, you can use that to communicate, but just don't be careful. I suppose that's all I mean. Just be careful. Just, if you can force it into something, if you can trick it even, I'm not sure, but find some way to leverage something over it and you can get what you need from it. That's my best guess.
For what it's worth to you, I'm sorry for what's happened to you.
It's okay. What's important is Lovette's healthy and alive and free. It's worth more than anything.
She's stronger than she knows.
She's extraordinary.
She's better than she knows.
She'll figure it out someday.
I hope so. I hope that you're proud of her.
With every fiber of my being.
And I've kept you from her long enough. I apologize for that. Not stuff that I can really ask about in front of all of them.
I understand.
And
you don't have to apologize.
I don't think there's anyone else that would understand what it's like to be cursed by that thing better than you, so...
She nods.
Whatever I end up doing, I promise you that I'll do my best to keep Lovette safe.
I know you will.
Thank you for your help.
For no other reason than to spite that thing.
Why? Kurla will actually just sort of respectfully bow their head, Lilith, and then take a couple of steps back and turn and sticky foot their way down the stairs, try and retrace their steps.
Alrighty. You find yourself back on the first floor. Meanwhile, the rest of you find yourselves in the guest wing of the first floor. The rooms here are dusty and mostly untouched. Looks like a lot of furniture has been moved into the hallway here and stuck on the walls and ceiling to get them out of the way. So there's a lot of chairs and tables
Marcus,
sort of stuck.
is this your card?
Holy shit, it is!
And they just flip their fingers and the card's gone. Ta-da!
Oh, well,
Wah!
What do you mean all it worked?
nothing. I'm just
That was fucking awesome!
Yes, that's because I am awesome. Duh. This is why you should listen to reason.
Yes.
I mean, I've never listened to Reason before.
No, you said
why start
listen.
now?
Why not? Start now.
Yeah.
Seriously, start now. Start listening to me.
Stop. Yeah, stop.
Okay.
Stop. Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, besides, like, you've got like a kid now and stuff.
Yeah,
When you
you kind of have to be the mature one now. You can't just be like,
Well, pretending to have a kid.
this is true.
Vera's just picking at
Vera, come on!
her fingers.
I mean, Vera has
Okay.
a point. Are we sure this
Yeah,
is
oh,
even
okay.
a good idea?
Why don't you just
I mean,
tell Tally, and once again, Vera's just kind of picking at her hands. Why don't you just tell her that you put Marcus's memories in a construct and see how that goes? You know, try not lying.
I mean, that's pretty much what I was gonna say to them.
Well, then
But
why are you
I was-
talking to Zell or Corona or whatever the fuck?
Well, mostly because even if Telly accepts me, who's to say Zell's not gonna come in and just
Yeah, I think actually we should talk to Zell.
barbecue me like I
because-
did, like we did Marcus before. Well, not barbecue, more like just exit the actual Marcus. I mean, that Marcus did get barbecued, but I mean, only a little.
I think he just step on you. But like, we wouldn't want that to happen if they think you're Marcus, right? That would be horribly traumatizing. And also, I mean, he might know. Like, maybe he will get mad and fuck everything up, but maybe that's the right decision.
See,
Not that you should die.
Here's
I'm
my
not saying
reasoning.
we'll just move you somewhere.
Here's
if
my
it's
reasoning
like
in all
that
this.
thing has to be destroyed, I'd be like,
But
oh,
here's
take it
my
with
reasoning
me.
in all this. In all this,
Saturus and Dachem.
Lovette, let him
No.
talk.
like, okay, so Telly is such a smart girl. She's obviously gonna know that I'm not Marcus. But maybe for a little while. Maybe the boy will accept me. At least for a little while.
Okay, but would it be better for that to happen and then to find out you're not Marcus? Or for him to just never have this thought go through his head?
See, therein lies where I don't know, alright?
Yes, and I think that Zelmarivkev will have a good idea.
Exactly. But
Have
then again,
him
I
talk.
really don't want to be squished.
We'll move you somewhere. We'll just...
It's not like you have to worry about going to an afterlife.
I don't know
Yes,
if
but
it'll
I do
help
want to exist, you know.
or work, but I could try to give you fortune.
Really?
Again, I don't know if it will work. It worked for Archie, so
Yeah, I mean, if it won't, I'll see about it.
That's so cool!
Man, what's it going to say? We'll need repair later?
You know, I love you, Vera, but fuck you!
Mm-hmm.
just give me your hand. God damn it. And Riz just slaps a rune in there. And I'll use 2 of my fate points to try to give him a fortune. But we'll see how
so
that
excited for this.
goes.
I'm interested if you are going to be able to, and if you aren't, if you're just going to give a fake one.
404 and fortune not found.
So Riz, you focus your power, and you feel your energy sort of reach out into the cosmos like it normally does to find these threads of fate to tell you something about what's going to happen to the person in front of you. And what do you find?
If you say he's a walking potato.
Swear to God.
No, I would never say that on purpose unless someone was trying to trick me. Marcus, I hate to say it, but I think Archibald is just a higher being than you.
Hey.
I wasn't able to get anything.
I mean, it was worth a try.
I'm very
Archie's
sorry.
Pretty awesome.
That makes sense. My grandfather was the genius.
It's like what I was telling you before. You're just a soulless machine.
Moira, are you okay?
Yeah,
I'm fine. Why?
I've actually been missing you a lot while we were in Prota.
Oh, thanks. I've been missing you too.
I wanted to come get you, but they have laws against teleportation.
Sucks.
Well, I mean, you probably would have just got really anxious because we fought in an arena.
Oh,
It was actually fine. It was pretty easy.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
I
pretty
mean,
good at it.
you
Yeah,
guys are
but-
awesome, of course.
Those things did almost like suck all my muscles out, but we fixed it pretty fast.
Wow. Sounds awful.
It hurt, but I mean, it didn't hurt that bad. It didn't hurt as much as getting my hand burned off, so it's not a big deal.
That was
Wait, what?
nothing. Don't worry about
I mean,
it anyway.
yeah, it's fine. I've got a new one.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Lovette's
Petra.
doing great. Look at how great they are. They're so stable right now.
Well, yes. What is I'm okay.
Well, that always looks great.
Blush.
No, they don't.
Marcus.
Sometimes they look like shit.
At that point, Moira steps on your foot.
Oh.
I'm like going to step on his foot and realize she beat me to it. I'm just like.
You're not very good at making friends. You know this?
No, I'm usually pretty awesome at it, but like, I don't know.
Anyone who has to
When?
say I'm pretty awesome at making friends probably isn't very good at making friends.
I have known every Malchus for basically the entirety of his existence, and who, when?
I mean,
Oh my god.
You
Look,
kind of.
You're
Look,
kind
I
of
mean,
trying
I'm your
to start
friend,
fights.
but it took a while. I'm not saying you're a bad friend. It's
I am.
just maybe a quality over quantity thing. Right? You do tend to follow around really quality people.
you know, first off, y'all made me. So what does that say about you? Did you even ask Marcus if you wanted to make me?
I thought
What
he
do you
was
say?
dead.
I killed him.
Moira actually snorts.
Sorry, I didn't have the option. I
Why don't
wish
you?
I did. Why would I?
Isn't there something? There's got to be some sort of way that you could talk to them.
He's dead. He was a construct. When you're gone, this is why I'm concerned. When you're gone, you will have no way to communicate with hell. When it's done, it's done. I'm sorry.
So instead of just getting angry at everything, how about let's just weigh the options without like raising our voices every 5 seconds? Just think about it logically. We'll figure out solution. Everything will be
Listen
fine.
to Risen.
You see their fingers twitch for a moment with little glyphs on the edge of them.
Oh boy. That's expensively something.
I think the problem is
Yes.
that Marcus just hasn't accepted what he is yet.
I don't. I mean, can we talk in private, Moira? We got
Sure.
a few other rooms.
Absolutely.
Have fun, you two. I will, take care of this, I guess. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, continue the roast.
Yeah, man, I'm as a player really glad that I was able to like construct a situation in which Marcus and Riz had to meet. Like, this is gold.
How you doing there,
Dying a
Skrewy?
little on the inside, but I'm but it's really good.
Alright, so Lovette and Moira exit the room, go a door down, and go into the next bedroom.
I probably would have been like just once we're in the hall. But
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
You seem brooding more than usual.
Brooding? No, I think it's silly that Marcus still doesn't accept what he is.
You
And
know,
he's worried about really dumb things.
are you upset that I did not bring you the plotter?
No, it would have been really dangerous, right?
Yes, and tricky, but I still
Mm-hmm.
feel bad about it, and I don't want you to feel discarded.
No, you shouldn't feel bad about it. I would have just slowed everyone down anyway.
I don't know what's that.
I think I would have.
Didn't
I
bring
mean,
so
what if someone
he found.
what if someone bumped into me in the city? Like, it's a big crowd of people, someone knocks me over, boom, I'm damaged. Why would you want to have to deal with that?
I mean,
See?
I
It's
don't know. I
easier.
didn't find out. No,
I'm just saying, it would be easier in those big, scary situations. Just, leave me in the back. It's fine. I'm happy to stay by the lake until, I can be useful again.
Oh,
Isn't that what you want from me?
I want what you want. I want to know what you want. First of all,
I want what you want, sort of by definition. So,
yes, but
if you want what I want and I want you want, then we've just created a recursive loop, and I think my head should explode, right? So,
Problem solved.
so someone has to have a
do
want
you love
here.
me, Moira?
Of course.
Do you envy me? Are you jealous over me?
No,
Never.
not at all. I'm happy for you.
I don't necessarily mean over my own accomplishments. I mean jealous over me as other people.
I don't understand.
Well, never mind.
You mean like because you're alive?
Well, it was not what I meant, but now that you bring it up, I also kind of want to know if that's it.
No. I mean, I am what I am, and me being upset about it's not going to change anything. I'm smarter than that. What?
Okay.
Is something
Nothing.
wrong?
No, I just feel like there's something you are not telling me.
I mean, I kind of have to tell you everything, don't I?
Only if I ask the right questions.
Well, then ask the questions, I guess.
I'm
I'll
not
answer
sure
you.
if I'm not sure if I'm asking the right questions. I don't
Okay.
understand. I don't understand if I'm doing the right thing. I guess. I feel
mean-
like I've hurt you.
Hurt me?
Yes.
How?
Emotionally.
No, I mean, it's just... I suppose the only regret I have is that I know I'll never be her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's about it. I want to do whatever I can for you to make you happy.
We are going to be going to more dangerous places,
Mm-hmm.
including the Qingdao, and
Wow.
I
You have to tell me all about it, okay?
really want to bring you with, and I might. I will talk with the others,
I mean,
but if that's not an option, could you stay here with my mother?
oh, I mean, sure. Yeah, that would be fine. It would give me someone to talk to other than the, the cleaning
Yes.
robots.
I mean, she's always gotten along with you, with Moira.
Oh,
And-
I remember.
Yeah, and her condition, she is in a similar situation to Kurla. I
Mhm.
think that having some company that do not agitate her would
I
be
think
good.
that's a great idea.
I don't want you to feel disposable, though.
I know.
Well, not
I'm really
disposable.
expensive.
But
She
I'm-
smiles. That's a joke, Lovette.
I know. I'm sorry, there's a lot going on, as I'm sure you're picking up. Alright, well, if you're okay with everything,
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna get upset about what I am. Come to terms with it, and I want to make the best of it. So, yeah, I'll stay here with your mom. I think it'll be fun.
okay.
Maybe I'll clean up this part of the house too. There's a lot of spider webs that I might be able to sweep up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably a good idea. I was going to do exactly the
See,
same thing.
now you're gonna make me miss the cleaning robots.
I can make some cleaning robots.
Ah, it's okay. It's not worth your time.
Is that a
We
dead
can
cat?
see.
Where'd that cat skeleton come from? Fucking forgot about
Mr.
what was
Whiskers.
his name even. Mr. Whiskers, that was it.
Was it Mr.
Oh,
Whiskers?
no, it was Captain Whiskers.
Captain
Captain
Whiskers.
Whiskers.
Okay.
Yep.
Captain Whiskers.
Rip.
Got
Rip.
promoted.
RSVP
Maybe.
Captain Whiskers.
Major
All right. So-
RSVP Captain Whiskers, I do not need to learn the lesson again.
Oh.
But no, that's a great idea. I'll stay here. I'll clean the house. I'll keep your mom company. It'll be great. But about Marcus, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he's just going to get himself killed. Just between
in
you and
the
me.
Valley Valley, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or just anywhere? I mean,
I mean,
probably.
probably just anywhere, but definitely in the Mary Valley, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And I kind of made some big fucking sacrifices to get him not killed already. So
Yeah.
I don't really want it to be for nothing, but I also don't want his happiness to be a value equation.
Mm-hmm. Especially when his whole objective is to raise his son. She air quotes.
Yeah.
So he's not going to stop to try to get there, and yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. It's a lot to figure out.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything else?
No, that's it. Can you help me find some plums?
She leans forward and gives you a kiss on the mouth. Of
Oh,
course.
Kiss her.
On the mouth.
Yuck.
Hell yeah. And she'll kind of like bounce step over and grab some brooms.
Okay. I'll just be sweeping until Kurla comes back.
Meanwhile, in the other room,
All I'm saying is you have a habit of, like, raising your voice unnecessarily. If we always talk at a level volume like this, maybe people won't think you're being uppity as much. Try it. Try it
I'm
with
not
me.
being up.
Good.
Man, I
Sorry,
didn't mean to
I'm
make
trying
him
to
so...
center myself, okay?
I didn't mean to build him to be so mad.
I am not.
You've got this.
We believe in you.
Hi,
Hello.
I am Marcus.
I am Risen.
Hi, Risen. How are you today?
That's a loaded question, I guess. I'm okay though.
That is wonderful.
Alright, how are you today, Marcus?
Oh, I've been better. But then again, not every day you get your own existence questioned by another construct that is created by somebody who's a little unstable.
Nope,
And
nope,
then
I'm
you
going
have to-
above the level. Back down.
About this point, Kurla comes back down the hallway and sees Lovette and Moira sweeping a bunch of the webbing off of the floor into piles.
How is this any different than last time you found out you weren't a person?
I mean, it's right about the same, to be honest.
So are you just gonna be like in a constant like mad state for the rest of your life?
No, I'll just get to a nice little even keeled eventually. I'll get there.
He just needs to
Gotta
eat
talk
a show
out. I just gotta
person.
talk it out. Just, talk it out, alright?
Doesn't
I'm
seem
used to
very
that kind
stable
of
for
commu-
raising a child, really.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of negative energy can really ruin someone's raising. If you want to be a good father, I feel like you gotta get this stuff out of your system, or at least like shove it so far down that you never feel it again and you drink yourself to death.
No, see, that's the thing. That's when you shove it way down. That's how you get an ulcer. But then again, I don't
You can't
necessarily
get
will get
those.
ulcers. I get exactly.
So you can!
I will be fine. I will be fine. For his sake, I will be fine.
Awesome.
Well, outside in the corridor, as Kurla and Lilith is behind
No,
them.
Lilith stayed upstairs.
Lilith stayed upstairs. All right. Kurla will walk over to Lovette.
Are you okay? Did you talk away?
Kurla will just kneel and just open their arms for him, but not like demanding.
Kind of look confused and just set the broom down. Okay. You okay?
Kurla will give Lovette a hug and sort of whisper, I'm sorry I interrupted your... You should talk to her. She loves you so much.
Yeah. Okay, are you okay? What happened up there? I guess you probably didn't ask for privacy just to explain it all to me.
Well, I gave her the chance to kill me for fucking up everything that happened for you downstairs, but...
I'm sorry, what?
I gave her the chance to kill me if she was
What?
feeling... Because I explained what you...
Why did someone want to kill you?
I explained what you did for me in this. How everything going shit-shaped was because you wouldn't break your word to me. You wouldn't reveal my secret. I figured I should give her a fair shot if she wanted to take it.
I can still hear him.
Sorry, what?
Please ignore us. It was the background noise. Keep going.
I tried to cut it off. I'm sorry, I did erase my brain partway through that. I'm
Just
really
give a
sorry.
gist.
Yeah, now I get the gist.
Well, I mean, clearly she was not upset about that. I thought she was going to be mad at me, and she was immediately relieved, it seemed.
you know, sometimes you need someone to blame, you know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't your fault. You are not to blame for my actions. I made the choice to give up my heritage. I made bad choice badly to respect you, but it was still my choice, and I don't regret it. If anything, I regret it the least. I mean, I kind of... I mean, the consequences kind of... Well, I guess they weren't that bad. But, I don't, like, blame you for anything now, girls. I don't see why my mother would easier. Don't you let people try and kill you? What if she did and then we all got into trouble? Who's going to save us?
I wasn't quite thinking that far ahead, to be honest with you.
Well, maybe I ought to.
If I can find a way to help her, I mean, what I said to Petravian applies to me too. The best person who has a chance to, or rather, the person who has the best chance of being able to help them is Rez, not me. But if I can do anything to help her, yeah, just know that I will.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Kurla will hold up their hand and tap their bracelet. As bitch is right.
That's true, yes. Doesn't fit as well in a headband anyway.
I am sorry about that. It wasn't, it's not quite me, but it was a nice gesture.
I wasn't paying attention to what you are already wearing. I mean, it sits under your hair very
yeah,
closely.
I keep it well hidden, you know. I'm not really into the bling thing.
I mean, yeah, it works. It looks good. It's good.
Yeah,
It's got a high aesthetic.
I mean, I say I'm not into the bling thing, and then holding up their wrists that are now covered with bracelets for everyone in the party.
The clothes, that's what they are. It's like a hobby. Aye, well, I mean, if my mother is like upset waiting for me, I guess I should go talk to her.
Yeah. I took up enough of her time. She helped me as best she could, and I appreciate that. I've got
I
some
think
things
my son might have had something to say as well.
Stick my head in.
Please, son, I guess my mom is just sitting upstairs and waiting. Did you have something you wanted to say to her?
Oh, well, I was going to say I could try to remove curse if that was what you wanted. It is based off of what we talked of in Prota, so... all you let me know what you need. I'm trying to teach Marcus how to keep his voice level.
Good luck.
It's going better. I'll get there.
I mean, I beat him like that, and I tried to do that as like the factory settings, but couldn't make him Malchus and also make it work.
Do you need a paperclip? Is there like a hidden switch, or?
Well,
sorry.
You don't want to know where the switch is.
I don't want to know where the switch is. I leave the room.
I'm gonna go talk
I mean,
to
we
my
can
mother.
go in the other room, and I can disrobe. You can check for them if you want.
I am not attracted to you. I am so sorry, Marcus. Goodbye. Anyways, Lovette, you wanted me to talk to your mom?
Can't handle all this, Marcus.
Goes this way.
Thank you.
Head upstairs.
As Riz and Lovette head upstairs, Kurla will just sort of look at the Marcus construct.
Can't handle all that Marcus because there's no Marcus there.
Moira
So-
laughs.
You got quite the attitude on you, don't you?
I have a decent opinion of myself, yes.
Why?
Because I like all that is me.
All those gears and sprockets?
Yeah.
You might
There
want to
was
recall.
care and there was care and intent in my manufacturing. And you know what?
No, I don't know what, but listen here, you. You know what we gave up? Or rather, what Lovette gave up to rescue you from downstairs? You remember what state you were in down there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so cut the bullshit.
What bullshit?
The bullshit
They
that you're
made me.
given.
They're
the
responsible for me.
Hey, just cut it. Just done. Finish with it.
Like, if you had a kid, wouldn't you go down for them? They made me.
Don't give me that did I solicit thee maker from my clay to mold me man bullshit. I'm not interested. Just cut the crap. Dial it back. You can be as pissed off at your creator as you like, but dial it back. You know, keep it inside where it can fester into murderous hate.
But I don't want it to fester into murderous hate.
You know, for another
Well,
I
I
just
mean-
want it to be. I just want it to be a little annoying, and that's all. That's the nice level that I'm at.
Right, you're at like a 15. Dial it back to a 5 and we'll be fine.
How about a 7?
What a Marcus response.
We'll go with a 7. Fine, 7.
Haggling on the annoyance levels.
All right, I'll work at the 7.
This is the same man who went into an area saying, chaotic good Marcus, and not explaining what that meant. So, you know.
Yeah, I know. But don't worry, that's fine. Nothing came of that.
It's true. But remember the things that come out of his mouth.
That was a totally innocuous situation. That went great.
Anyway, Kurla will just shoot Marcus one more glare and just sort of turn and wander over to Vera. While over in the rest of the house...
So
As you
this,
turn,
I got a
Marcus just goes-
question. I'm trying to remember the Fuchsdorf map. So the second floor, is this room that she's in? Is that like that dungeon?
I mean, there's a second and third floor of this place, but
I remember the second floor having dungeons with half people in them.
It's
yeah,
great.
they were on the second and third floors. Yeah.
Is that where she's hanging out?
She's converted most of the second and third floor into sort of a nest, I guess is the way to put it.
I don't know if that answers my question. I don't like that answer either. All right, good. So it's not a horrible torture dungeon anymore. It's a horrible spider nest.
Yeah. So if I understand right, Lovette and Riz have gone upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Well, you go up this staircase. It's kind of sticky with webbing. And you get to
I'm
the second
flying.
floor.
I'm not touching this.
Okay, Riz, you
Doesn't
walk
give
up the
a
sticky
shit.
staircase. You get to the second floor and you notice more things moving around in the webs on this floor.
Is
And-
no one going to check what shape these
Are they
things are?
animal?
Hell no.
I was getting there. Are they animal shaped or are they human shaped?
You get they're not like they're not like cocoons of silk. As you get closer, you realize that they're smaller spiders,
Yeah.
and they're moving. They're darting this way and that in the webs.
Gross.
Oh, I expect the spiders have really taken to this place.
And as you turn the corner into one of the larger rooms on the second floor, you see Lilith sort of in the middle of the room, hand up toward level, palm out in front of her face, and there's a spider in the palm of her hand, and she's running a finger along it with her other hand, almost like she's petting it. And it's a fairly large spider. It's, if you found this in your house, you'd probably want to burn your house
I'd
down.
make Kyle kill it.
I'd let it out.
But as you turn the corner, you see her running a finger along the back of this creature, and then popping it into her mouth and eating it.
Oh my god. Why, Beardy?
Buddy,
Was it good?
who hurt you?
Hi, Mom.
She licks her lips. Oh. Hello, honey.
Ganyasa, do you wanted to speak to me or something? I mean, I was hoping to speak to you.
I mean, of course, I love spending time with you.
Yeah,
she
you
moves
made it
closer
sound
to
like
you.
it was very pressing.
No, I didn't. Just spend time with your mum while you can, type thing.
Of course, I'm here for you. She moves towards you and scoops you back up in her hands.
Well, alright, so, I mean, I gave you the short version. What happened on this? I didn't really think that conversation was going to be, bisected like that, but, there's a bit more to it. So, you might have noticed us come by with a couple of, faces that are familiar and maybe unexpected. I apologize for not giving you fair warning, but I mean, I guess you handled it pretty well. So, yeah, I made some choices. And, I missed my a lot. I miss a lot of people a lot. I thought about making one of these constructs of Dad. Of a lot of people. But I realize that it's not really easy to answer. But once I feel, and I don't, it's also not really ethical to just get rid of them.
If you if you want to make one of your father, don't do it for me. I would.
I'm not going to. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't think I'm making. Well, I may make one more, but it's a lot more planned. It's a lot more conversed and consensual this time. Anyway,
all right.
I don't know if it would be weird for them to stay here with you. I figured having someone that doesn't get you,
someone who
riled
can
up.
speak words instead of clicking at me.
And
think that would be nice.
doesn't work up an appetite, yeah.
They'll be fine here. I'll make sure to keep them safe. I know mechanical works like that can be fragile.
I'm not giving up on you.
Speaking of which, I am also in this room. Hi.
Yes, they kind of needed to get away from Malchus, and also this.
Lilith will set you down and stand back up to full height, sort of towering over the two of you.
Yeah,
Well.
there is. That's a lot.
And what do you propose?
Well, I have a limited wish spell.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you would like to try not being cursed? Like, if it works? I have heard that it has not worked in the past. I don't exactly understand the circumstances, but, like, I also kind of get it, because I've, like, tried to not be cursed as well, so, you got the buddy in that sense. But I was wondering if you would like to try it in this instance, and if you are satisfied with you being yourself, that is also okay.
I'll leave that decision to Lovette.
What? Okay. Well, I don't know, because the other one really hurt you, and I don't want this to, like, kill you.
I don't think it's going to kill me.
I don't want to hurt you. I mean, like, it's the first time. But I mean, my gut says we need something stronger. Is there anything stronger? Is there, like, not a limited version?
It's what I'm working on right now. I'm not strong enough yet. I've tried.
I trust in you, listen. I mean, Mellifera herself said that you need the consent of that which hungers to remove the curse. And that's it. She could not do anything on her own.
I'm not really good at taking the consent of elder beings.
Well, okay, but my point is, I think we need the big pose.
Alright. Well, maybe once I understand my own magic a little bit more, I can try. If that is what you want, I still feel a little leery with you being like, it's my daughter's decision, because, like, it's kind of your fucking life, like,
Yeah,
grow a
I
spine,
don't really
honey.
feel comfortable making that decision for you.
I'm I'm fully capable of suffering through something painful.
Jesus fucking Riz just walks
So-
away.
Yeah, okay, I guess we all still related.
I'm just saying, if the spell is going to cause a lot of pain, that shouldn't be something you should worry about.
Oh, that kind of... Okay, so my legs are young.
Yeah, Riz just kind of stops and is like, okay, that makes a little more sense. Jeez. I'm just really tired of people being very self-sacrificial and being like,
What did you think I meant?
like you're like, I can live through the rest of my life in this pain.
If it means that Lovette can be free, then yes.
Well, we can
But-
both be free. We can exist. We can
But
do
I'm
this.
willing to try.
Yes, it's...
Now that's
that
what I
fucking
like to
spider
hear.
Is not going to win. Let's do this.
If Lovette...
Fucking exactly. Lovette,
Fine.
you are rocking this. Let's go. You don't have to be under these fucking spiders like gaze for the rest of your life. Fuck that spider.
Well, I mean, it's not going to disfigure you, right? Okay, I don't know, I'm getting really scared, but I just... Why do I have to make this decision? It's not me.
Like, if you're fine being as you are, fucking whatever, but like, don't put that on your kid. Like, you're the adult, you are the parent. Come on.
Fine. Alright. Do your best.
Okay.
Ugh.
Should we hit Kurla in case something goes wrong so they can heal her?
Oh, I thought we were waiting until I was stronger. Do you want me to do these now?
Oh no, I mean... Oh, I think we had just had a communication, like...
So Lilith will nod at that.
Do you want me to
Well,
try it with this kind of spell? Or do you want me to try it when I get better?
Who's that directed at me?
Both of you?
Lilith will shrug and say, why not both?
I mean, I guess if it works now...
If it works now, you don't need to do it later.
I don't feel like Malefa would have... Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it works.
Alright. Just a moment. Xeno, can you put that spell in the
got
party loot so I can use it properly? Let me just look through my bag. It's somehow lost in here.
Oh, it is really
just got
expensive.
it.
I feel bad
Cheap-ass
about that.
bag.
Yeah, how much was that scroll?
I think it was like 2,500 if I recall.
It's not the
not that much.
worst.
Spent more than that on your bangles.
They're worth 7,550 gold each.
Oh, that one.
I mean,
Alright.
I don't know if that's worth a gamble. That feels like it probably won't work.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, I as a player feel like we'll probably have to wait it out. I just don't have enough in-character reasoning because things like spell levels and stuff are kind of ephemeral in universe.
You can stop Riz.
I don't know. I'm thinking about why I would.
Alright. Let's look through these. That's a lot of words on there. I can read this. And Beardy, just for my assistance, because this is my first time looking at this spell, I'm not exactly sure how limited wish works, but would I be able to use like a higher charged remove curse with this?
Yeah, I'll let you combine it with a remove curse spell.
I have that, so
Yeah, so cast both, basically. Do
Okay.
the cast remove curse and then cast limited wish after that. And then
do.
also make a caster level check as well.
Oh, okay. Got my limited wish after my remove curse. And then caster level. Alright, so that's a 31 for my caster level. So,
Right.
Riz is using their glyph that they would for remove curse. And they're reading off this scroll, and the glyph gets bigger and bigger on their hand, and they urge it to the ground underneath Lilith as they're reading the scroll, having their hand out, trying to urge this to take care of this curse, to remove it in some way, shape, or form.
Alright, so Riz, as you are weaving this remove curse spell through the limited wish scroll and casting the greater spell all at once, you feel this energy like welling up into you through the scroll itself as the scroll begins to catch on fire in your hand and burn away as you cast the spell.
Okay.
As you're doing this, the room becomes dimmer and seems to stretch in strange dimensions as reality warps around you. And Lilith, looking at this, immediately drops to the ground and like holds onto herself and begins retching as this black ichor is pouring forth from her eyes, nose, and mouth. And you continue casting the spell without this bothering you. That was the caster level check.
Okay. Good to know.
You continue casting the spell, and as you finish the last few words, the last of it burns up away into your hand, and the little flecks of flame and magic move up and combine into this large swirling force that cascades through Lilith's body. And she just continues vomiting forth this black ichor into a pool in the ground in front of her. And eventually, the spell will end. The room will go silent. The dimensions of the room return to how you perceive them normally. And Lilith seems different slightly. She finishes coughing and spitting out the last of this ichor out of her mouth, wipes her mouth with her hand, and you notice that her hand is no longer a large claw. It's the hand of a dark elf.
It's walking. It's walking. Are you okay? Mother, are you...
She blinks a few times, and her eyes, instead of being pools of ink, are the eyes of your mother.
I can't believe that worked! I can't believe that worked. Holy shit.
I feel different. She looks at her hands. Looks at the fronts and backs of them. She looks down, and her body is still very much spider-like from the waist down, but from the waist up, she's a dark elf. She's no longer like...
Are you still
She's no longer extra spidery all over the place. I feel... better?
Are you still
I'm not sure. She picks you up and gives you a hug. Her skin is soft and warm.
Oh, hug my mama tight.
Well, wasn't exactly all the way I was going for, but
No, but it's progress. I'm glad it feels... I'm glad it's any better.
How do you feel, sweetheart?
You asking that to
Lilith, to Lilith.
Oh. I feel good.
Okay, good.
She says as she's holding Lovette.
Alright, we'll fix the rest of this before long.
She breathes a sigh of relief for the first time in a very long time.
Those tears streaming down Lovette's eyes.
She's also crying, but they're actual normal tears.
Fight the urge to collect the real tears.
Bottle that shit up too.
I just want to make sure they're real.
So Riz is gonna kind of slightly bow to you all and then leave the room to give you guys some time.
Thank you so much.
It's what I do. Shut the fuck up and go hug your mom.
All right, so Riz, you head back downstairs, and we'll give the two of them some time to be together. Meanwhile, downstairs.
Moo is looking at.
Not that far
Oh,
downstairs.
okay. Bringing it
Panning
back up.
down. Oh, too far.
Too far. First floor, Fuchdorf Castle.
Fuck dwarf.
Yes.
So, Vera, you doing all right? Because I know, decisions are being made that you're not a fan of.
And Vera has her hood up at the moment. It's just has her arms crossed. Things are happening, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just look over to Kurla.
We've been trying to make a point of not prying into your business. You didn't pry into mine, after all.
Yeah, well, it looks like everyone's just going to be going there, so... That's great. Also, Petravian's in the room, right?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I didn't want to step on
Oh, no, I just want to make
the
sure.
conversation there. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, Petravian's there.
Yeah, I don't think, Vera and beg your pardon, I think Kurla is talking to Vera, secretly, I think.
Okay.
This is within earshot of Petravian, and, yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're going there because we absolutely want to go there. There is a purpose. It's just a shit situation, right?
Sounds like they don't respect your privacy, Moira says as she's sweeping stuff off the walls.
Love that girl.
Yeah, well, they all seem pretty excited to go there either way. We could just be going to Kintao. And see
I
if they have
don't
something there.
disagree. I if it weren't for what Karis mentioned, I would be right there with you, but...
I mean, why do they have to go there anyway? Don't you have a more important mission? Sweep.
It's kind of part of it.
Vera's just...
Okay, fine, don't tell me, jeez.
Right, I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you need to know? Ask Lovette.
I think it's more interesting to ask you all and hear your weird answers about it. Sweep.
anyway. God, nosy.
This is the person also voicing Marcus.
Oh, I'm trying to keep those personalities real split.
I can tell. Appreciate it.
And Vera's not saying anything else at the moment.
I did actually have a question, Vera. What should we be on the, lookout for? Is there any people that we should just steer clear of?
I turn. I actually uncross my arms and brace myself on whatever furniture I'm on. Did you not listen to me last time we were talking?
Yeah, don't talk to anybody, but I'm talking about...
There it is. Don't talk to anyone. Anyone that might be in the area.
Somebody. We have to talk to somebody. If we're going to look for the things that we're trying to find, we have to talk to somebody.
Fine. And I'm gonna look around. Is there any books or anything?
Yeah, there's some books.
I'm gonna take a book and just rip out a page.
That is not alright.
I
Other
mean,
kinds of
hey.
books.
ruining literature.
And I'm going to take out a vial of glowing ink, and I'm going to start drawing with my finger because I don't have a quill.
Of course not.
I have ink but no quill. And-
Moira's gonna sigh and hand you a quill. You're embarrassing yourself.
Shut the fuck up, and I just grab the quill. I rub the ink off on my leg,
You are playing with fire there, little one.
and I'm just going
Lovette
to
rebuild me.
start jotting something in. That I, once done, takes
10 seconds, Vera's going to walk quickly towards Petravian and just press it into his armor, just ruffling up the paper. And what you'll see is a picture of it's a pentagon and a circle right at the top, like where the top edge is. There you go. That's where you have to go. Now if you see anyone, you don't have to fucking talk to them.
Handy.
What was that?
He said handy.
Oh,
Handy.
I heard hand meat.
It's because he leans away from the mic for some reason when
Sorry.
he's Petra.
Because I don't want it to. I don't want to boom into the microphone. I'm sorry.
As you're talking quieter.
My name's Petra, I'm falling down a well.
So I'm just visualizing what you just described. So, that's a pentagon with the line at the top and a circle in there,
Like
or
the
where the
tip-top?
two lines meet
Yeah, so
as a tip top. Which way is it facing? Down or up with the
Up.
point?
The top
Okay, and the circle's at the point where the two lines meet.
underneath. So
Underneath, so
there's
it's inside. It's inside
inside,
the shape.
yes.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
So, as Petra is looking at this map, that's about the point Riz will walk into the room.
Oh, hey fuckers.
You alright?
Tired? Why is Vera more angry than normal?
Just fucking kicks over whatever furniture there was and just gonna leave the room.
What did you bitches do?
I
Didn't-
did nothing.
They're not thrilled about, going to the estates, the Pentras estates, I think it was. Pentras, right.
Pinterest.
I don't think they're thrilled at people digging into their private life either.
I'm
That's why it's a private
specifically
life.
trying not to pry in. I'm trying to get like
Well,
who
you
we shouldn't
didn't
talk
ask
to.
any questions and you're just... What?
I said who we shouldn't talk to.
Why can't you just leave Vera alone? We finally
I
get
am
to go
leaving
to
them
this
alone.
place. Well, you just told me you asked her a question.
Yes, because I don't want to fuck up.
Well, what did she tell you originally?
Don't talk to anyone.
There you go.
That's a very, very, very broad thing. How are we
feel like
supposed to
that's, like,
find the thing
very
we need to
under-
find?
I think that's a very specific thing, actually.
No, it is not.
It
That's
literally
very specific.
means
If you
do
see a
not
person,
talk to anyone there.
if you see a person, you're not supposed to talk to them.
And how
Simple.
would we supposed
There's
to
no
find
question
the
like,
things that we're
oh,
supposed
should I talk to this person? No, because they're a person, and you were told not to talk to anyone. If they're a
But
one,
apparently
you don't
Vera
talk
doesn't
to
view
them.
these as people. They view them as subhuman or something because they've done something so horrible.
How do you know this?
I don't. They
Well,
view
then
whatever
why are you
is
making
there
assumptions?
because Vera doesn't. Vera tolerates pretty much everybody. This
Mm,
place they tolerate nothing about.
she seems
So
scared
is
to
it-
me. Oh, don't make that face. Like you've never seen her scared before. Come on, she was literally scared when Raduvi got captured. Are you kidding me? This is the same. It's a threat to her family and all kind of thing. That's... I don't know how to... I don't know how to...
baby.
I don't know how to, like, spell these out for you. Like, I don't even want to make assumptions on these, but to me, she seems kind of fucking scared. And you're kind of being a dick about it.
Because I know how strong they are now, compared to what they were apparently.
So that gives you the right to be a dick?
Because I want them to.
No, I'm serious, Petravian. I'm not trying to, like, actually be a dick in this moment. I'm trying to understand why.
Because they don't see the strength in themselves.
Don't you
I
think
think.
Alright, let's look at it from a different perspective. Shouldn't we be more fucking worried that she, of all people, is scared? We should be preparing mentally for whatever the fuck they sees. Instead of harassing her about it.
How can we mentally prepare if we don't know what we're walking into?
We didn't know what we were walking into when your brother killed you. You think she was mentally prepared for that?
No.
Okay. And tell us how much you actually warned us about Prota before we got in there and had to run and save you. Go on.
How was I supposed to know that I was gonna get captured?
How is she supposed to know what this place is like now?
Also, you were kind of persona non grata there. That you knew that much.
Right, and I said that I was trying, and I actually tried to sneak in. That really didn't work, now did it?
Yeah, I do love how he's like, how was I supposed to know? And it was like, you did it. No. What do you mean, how are you supposed to know?
Petravian big guy, is it still not dawned on you that you're not the greatest at sneaking? Have you not even heard what your armor does?
Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It's like that, but louder. Like, give her a break. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, cut her some fucking slack.
Thank you, Moira.
Right,
That's
you.
good enough from you.
You're actually much funnier than I remember.
Depression kicks like that.
It do be like that.
Ew. Yeah, when you know death is the end, that's when you really start getting funny.
And Petravian apparently doesn't feel that way because he's like, death isn't the end. I'll be revived forever.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't my implication.
Petravian, you haven't once tried to, like, talk to Vera calmly about this. Of course, I wasn't here a little bit ago, but you just kind of keep yelling a lot lately. Like, you and Marcus just keep yelling. Although Marcus is doing great right now. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Alright.
I'm dying to dial it back to 7.
You're doing
Yeah, we came to an understanding.
awesome. You know what? It's more than I can even ask for. You're doing so good, buddy. Back to you,
I don't take
Petravian.
compliments well. Throw an insult in
Oh,
there.
beach.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Petravian, why are you being so harsh? You say it's because she doesn't understand her worth, and she is literally a person who believes in equality. Her worth is like the worth of her family. She sees so much potential and love in them. And I'm talking about the Hive, obviously. Which you have been a member of... how long? Like, 2 months?
Okay, yes, officially, but I've been there for a while.
Yeah, do you think that matters to her? No, you can ask Vera yourself, but, just saying, the most important thing to her is the Hive, and you technically haven't been a part of it very long.
You know, I don't like you when you make lots and lots of sense.
Like logical gymnastics?
In general. Alright?
Oh, you don't like me
In
in general?
general.
You're the one that blushed at me when you saw me in real time, so...
You're not gonna win this one, mate, so you
Oh.
may as well just stop.
Not at all. I would like to just point out, Petravian honey, I am smarter than you.
Yeah, there is a lot of people that are smarter than me. They're just kind enough
Why
to,
don't you listen to
not
them,
throw it
then?
in my face.
Petravian. I'm so fucking old I don't give a shit anymore. And I understand you are older as well than the rest of the party.
Oldish.
You're over 100, yes?
But I don't look a day over 70.
No, but I'd expect you to act in that maturity.
Okay.
You were the oldest
How-
one before I came along, I'm just saying.
I had a lot of stunted growth years.
And I am socially awkward from not actually living with people.
Yes,
I'm doing
but
great.
yes, but your honesty is very helpful, actually. So thank you for that.
I was gonna say, I don't think I lied in this conversation. I usually only lie when I want money.
And you don't want any money anymore, so you won't lie
Don't
again.
say that! Not like that. Please.
You're doing good.
Yeah,
You'll
I know.
afford the wind at some point.
You're a dick. And Riz walks out of the room.
No, it's Kurla's turn.
Right, give it to me with both barrels. I mean, you're on a fucking roll here. I ate my sister. You might want to start with that, you know.
I mean,
Oh shit! I can't say that.
No, no, you can't.
No, I can't. No, I
No.
want to say. Sorry. No.
I mean, to be fair, if Petravian dies, you could just play Mark II.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your other character's right there in the room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be a really easy switch.
No, I'm not doing that because Petravian's not Petravian I react, but I'm not a complete and utter shit. Okay. Marcus, on the
Petravian.
other hand,
Okay, well, at least we're clear about that.
Marcus, on the other hand, woo, he'd have the comment for you.
No. How do you think I should talk to them?
What
I don't
how
want to
talk-
pry into their. I don't want to pry into their past, but I most certainly don't want them to think that they aren't strong enough to handle anything that's in there. I want to convince them that they are better than who they were.
Right, that's not gonna work though. You can't convince anyone of that. It's something that they either come to themselves or they don't. I'm still working on that.
Just trying to hype them up.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't.
care for them so deeply.
Yeah, I tried that with people, and it just seems to do more damage than good. I mean, some people respond well to it. Some people thrive on the praise, but not as many as you'd hope. I know your heart's in the right place, big guy, but you're trying a little bit too hard. If I mean, we're going to this place now. Vera didn't want us to, but we have to because it's, you know, to save the fucking world. They're gonna not be pleased about the whole thing. The most that we can do is try and respect Vera's wishes, and so if that's not talking to anyone or, you know, minimizing the people that we do talk to, if we...
I'm gonna try my damnedest not to talk to anybody.
Well, there you
Somebody
go.
says, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name?" I'll be like,
I mean, that's a little bit provocative. You could just kind of pretend you didn't hear them, but... Vera's trying, you know, sticking there.
"What if we go there and they're really, really fucking nice? Just
Then they-
really mindfuck with us."
Right, you're like, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Exactly.
So, we ignore... We got Vera's the one who knows what's going on here. They don't want to share it with us, that's fine, but, you know, we have to try and bow to their wishes. They didn't want to go there, and...
How
She
about
didn't want to
this?
go there, and we're already not following that wish, so the best we can do now is to at least follow her wish that we don't interact with anyone.
I got an idea.
Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah, hit me with it, big guy.
No, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Oh, I'm all ears.
I'm just gonna stay in the Vardo.
I mean, you might want to ask Riz's permission for that first.
Well, I mean, as we're just rolling along, I'm just gonna stay in there and not say a damn thing to anybody.
Do you honestly think that you're going to have that much trouble not talking to people? Stupid question, I forgot who I was talking to.
Thank you. I know things about myself, I accept things about myself, and this is one of those situations.
That, you know, ask Riz then, you know, make sure don't just go snooping around in Riz's
I mean,
Fargo.
maybe does Riz have like a silence spell thing, like the zip?
If you ask Riz for that, Riz will probably tell you to learn some self-control, big guy.
God damn, that's nail on the fucking head.
I mean, we are close by Hardenshin. You could always go there and get a gag. And then you could gift it to Hummel.
Xeno!
It's all perfect.
I was thinking it.
Who am I?
Where is Hummel, by the way?
With us.
I have to make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make a perception check.
It's
my
very
dude.
small.
Like
It's
this
true.
big.
Petravian, there's nothing you're gonna say or do that's gonna make Vera alright with the fact that we're going to where we're going. So that's just a losing battle.
I mean, I wouldn't normally suggest this, but maybe there's anybody we can, rough up for them as a gift.
Come again?
I don't know. Maybe that.
You wanna rough Vera up? How the fuck would that happen?
No.
That's what it sounded like you
Telling me
said.
that I haven't
For-
been here for any of this
for them.
conversation.
We want to rough each other up for them? I don't think they're... What?
No, rough. If we're there, is there anybody that we can, I don't know, piss on their grave for Vera, or just,
And that's our
just
lawful good paladin.
I'm just
That's-
saying follow
that's
their
Vera.
lead. If Vera decides to piss on someone's grave, then by all means follow their lead, but... You're overthinking this one, big guy. We just have to be there for them. Be there for her. That's all we can do. We've already made things worse by deciding to go against our wishes here, so... When you're
gonna be
you know,
like,
when you're stuck in the grave that you've been digging, you stop digging after a while.
no, you keep digging until you get out the other side.
Oh, yep, that's you down to the ground, isn't it? Literally.
6 feet under.
The other side is 6 feet.
I was gonna say.
It's like, why don't we just dig to the Kinzao?
Anyway. Fine.
Oh, God.
I will keep my mouth shut. We will get in there and get out as quickly as fucking possible.
Right. Now go apologize to Rez.
Riz actually
You're-
went to go find Vera.
Meanwhile,
Vera? Where did you go, actually?
I
Can
probably
find
went outside.
you? Okay.
Probably to the wagons.
Riz, you see Vera waiting by the wagons. The wagons aren't here.
They're not
Sorry.
here.
Oh, they're not?
No, they're in the Vale.
Yeah, we culked them and floated them.
So you see Vera exit the castle looking for wagons.
Did you see a ghost?
What? No.
You're looking for something.
Aren't there wagons here?
No. Not since like 20 episodes ago, I think.
Very meta. Very funny.
Anyways. You okay?
No, I'm not okay. Do you need something?
We have to go there, but I wanted to see if there's anything I could do to give you peace of mind.
Vera just shakes her head. Obviously no kind of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Very bitchy.
That's fine. When all this is done and clear and out of our heads and we're back on the road to Quintao, I still wanted to ask you about Malefera, actually. Not right now. I don't think you're in the right headspace.
What do you need to know? I can talk to you about Melly.
There's one question I want to ask Petravian first, so I'll hold off on that, but I will ask you that question. How does one become part of the hive? You just say an oath, drink some wine, or honey?
Well, it's not exactly an oath, it's just you give yourself, and just the knowledge that you're giving yourself to the hive. You're one and the same with the hive. But we have a ritual where you weren't there when I gave Petravian the...
I was, I just didn't know if every member got that treatment.
It's optional.
I don't want to take from something if I might not stay in this world.
Many of our members will take it. It's an offering from Mellifera. It's kind of a promise. A promise of the power that she will give us. And will continuously give us.
Okay. And you all are about equality and community and helping your lesser men, yes?
Yes, that's pretty much everything we stand for.
Have you ever seen negatives in your religion? I don't think you would, but figured I'd ask. Has anything... Have you done anything bad with it?
Asking the right person for that one.
Is this going somewhere? Or...
No, I try to weigh pros and cons. This is a new thing for me. It's not like I've ever worshipped an elder being before.
Mellifera hasn't done anything wrong.
Have you?
Alright? Plenty.
Okay. In her name?
For myself.
Okay. Each person is selfish in their own sense, just as I am, just as you are. That makes sense.
Vera's face just kind of twitches.
Well, I would like to look into maybe making an oath of some kind, maybe. I'm curious.
Well, we're always happy to have more people.
You sound so thrilled. Do you not take
Listen,
me
it's
as...
not a good time right now, okay?
That's what I said. You didn't have to answer. We could talk about it after.
Is there anything else you need?
No. Just worried about you. I guess. Ugh.
We'll see how that holds
So
up.
aloof.
It's not like I like you, baka.
Just... I know you're close with Kurla, and you'll probably express your worries to them, and that's totally cool. But I also wanted to extend the olive branch, I guess. That's all. And Riz kind of turns to walk away.
If you want to see the bad things I've done, you're going the right fucking way.
If you want to see the bad things I've done, well, you can look at the most of our journey and other things. We could go on stories about how much bad shit I've done. And they kind of turn for a moment to smirk at you as if being like, it is what it is.
We're just kind of just heads in a different direction, probably just walking around the castle.
Cool off. I'll talk to you later.
The usual. See you at 5.
And
Yeah.
And as Riz heads back into Fuchsdorf Castle, we're going to take a short break.
And we are back.
Welcome back.
Yo.
Hello.
Welcome back to Check, Please. So we just left where everyone is in or around the Fuchsdorf Castle, and Riz is heading back inside after having spoken with Vera.
A very angry muffin.
Mm-hmm. Very
I
much
think
so.
by this time Kurla will have actually come looking for Riz.
I thought Petravian went first.
I think Kurla told Petravian to come and find. Actually, yeah, Petravian. Kurla said Petravian should come and find you, so never mind.
Okay.
Take it back.
I thought that was the case, but like, if you
that was the case.
Petravian didn't leave, then whatever.
Nah, he's still inside that room, just like, man. Everybody's right, but man, they're dicks about it.
There's a halfling you can talk about it with.
Talk to yourself.
In that case, Kurla will have gone looking for Riz.
All right. So as Riz enters the main entrance room, right around that point, Kurla's going to come around the corner.
Oh, Vera is just outside, but I tried to be nice, but it didn't really work. So like, I just give her space at this point.
Right, wasn't actually looking for Vera. Was looking for you.
Oh, all right. What can I do for you?
Kurla's just gonna sort of stand there for a moment. That a little confused as to where things stand. But they're also trying to summon up the courage to discuss what they learned earlier from Lilith. I'm not quite sure where to start, Raz. I spoke with Lilith, obviously, and apparently what I am is not so unique amongst followers of that fucking spider.
Okay.
They've got things called eaters that are powerful in their own right, not quite as powerful as, the blood. But imbued with that which hungers power, and anything that they eat from that hunger, some of that soul can stick with them, and the rest goes straight to the big spider. So
kind of along my theory originally.
Something like that, apparently, yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do about that.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Are you still willing to help me with that?
I told you I would try to separate your bond with that which hungers, but I am not strong enough yet.
You don't know if it's going to come to that or not. I don't know if that. I don't know what to do, Riz. It feels like it's going to come down to a choice between that and saving what's left of my sister, if there even is anything left. But the only way to find that out is to talk to the spider thing.
Yes.
I don't really know how to do that. Apparently it's something that I have to figure out.
Oh, you didn't ask Lilith?
I did, and she told me that it's something that is different for each person, that it's something they have to figure out.
Shit.
Right. And I mean, you're kind of the expert at...
Not at elder beings, but
well, communicating with deities in one way or another.
Alright. Let's think of the base values of that which hungers. It's dominions. Eating things?
That's more or less what I know of it. Slavery?
Hunger?
Wow,
That?
nice. Those are all very
Ruining
good.
lives? Being a fucking spider? I'm not an expert here, Raz.
Witch?
Okay, so every god has a different manner of worship. With Bella, it's like I give a little bit of blood, and then I get a lot of like encouragement, and I can get through my day, kind of thing. And everyone's different. I give home. Voluna is happy, right? So I don't know that much about it.
I've got a gut instinct as to what it might involve, and I don't know if I can bring myself to that.
My gut instinct is either killing something or eating something, and I don't know if you want to do that.
I don't want to do either of it, no. But I've got questions that need answers. Lilith's idea was... I thought that I might be screwed, you know, that there might not be any hope at all, and Lilith seems to think that there is, but that it involves me making some kind of deal, or getting one over, finding leverage and tricking that which hungers into restoring my sister, if that's even possible. I don't know how to go about doing that. And I don't even know how I'd open communications with, because that's going to involve doing things that I've sworn and tried so hard not to do.
Well, I guess the question is, what is more important? Not giving that deity its power back, or having a chance at saving your sister? I don't think you can have both.
I've accepted that one already. That one's become pretty damn clear, but even just to try and bring her back, even to pursue that possibility, if that means eating, giving that little more energy and eating and giving in to the hunger, when I've spent my whole life trying to fight back against it. Eating rotten meat to try and just avoid that. And the funny part is, you know, I've been thinking, well, maybe I've been withholding, you know, holding myself back, restraining myself. Maybe I can start eating regular meat. Maybe I can indulge myself a little bit. And then this goes down. And I find out that no, actually, I did have it right, keeping myself on the strict diet there.
I mean, you didn't eat those things when they were alive, I guess. Sorry, just trying to see a positive.
He just... Anything that I do is gonna make this thing more powerful. And I can't imagine bending the knee to this fucking spider.
Okay, then don't. Are you
I'm just
trying to figure out which one you want to do with me, or... What?
I don't know, I'm thinking out loud and hoping that you'll have some advice. I appreciate your advice. I have always appreciated your input, Rez.
Their nose twitches a little. Well...
You know I care about your opinion. You've got expertise here, and, you know, you care about me, I care about you.
Well... The thing is, it's a bit out of my, normal span of understanding, but... Look... I can't make this decision for you.
I'm not asking you to, Rez.
I have an idea that may involve not eating, which may involve making its symbol somewhere, though. Don't exactly want to do that with Lilith here, since I just fixed, like, a portion of her curse, though. So,
you did?
Yeah. I'm tired.
Well, that's huge. That's huge. Well done.
Could have been better.
Better than nothing.
It wasn't good enough.
Well, is anything ever?
Yes. Good enough is good enough. That's what it... those are the words. That's what it is.
Right. Why is shit awkward between us?
What do you mean? Just Xeno's dancing over next to me.
I don't know. We used to be closer. Or maybe that was just in my imagination.
No, I think we were closer before. Do you think it's awkward right now?
Extremely, but I'm not all that good with people. I'm learning to be better. Maybe I'm misreading it, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're all the first people I've ever, like, been around for more than 24 hours, right? So, I'm still learning too. It is what it is.
I am a stronger person now than I was when I first met you. And that's...
Travel does that to a person. I would know.
In large part, I've got you to thank for that, so I don't need you in the same way that I did then. Don't need your help as much. It doesn't mean I don't... And that's a good thing. But that doesn't mean I don't want to know you, you know? Doesn't mean I don't want your help when you can give it, when you want to give it.
I think you definitely have shown otherwise.
How so?
I wanted you and your father to be closer, and that was definitely not appreciated.
Well, no, that was not, but... You still don't have the whole story there, do you?
Nope.
Do you still care enough? Do you want it?
You can say it if you want to, if it's your truth.
Would you understand?
Do you think I would? Do you think I wouldn't? Is it worth that? To share oneself? What if I have a different opinion?
You often have different opinions, Riz. You often have very strong opinions.
Yes. Well, nah, I won't say that. That's something I shared with someone once.
Alright.
It was a joke, but it isn't very tasteful right now, that's all.
The thing about your opinions, Riz, you don't often seem to think much about other people's when you set your mind to your own.
It is the mortal condition, yes?
Come
Everyone.
again, I didn't...
The mortal
catch
condition. Everyone is flawed.
Do you actually believe that of yourself, though?
Oh, yes. I think I am better than some people, but
Right, there it is. There it is.
Go on.
What does that mean in your head, that you think you're better than some people?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people have, like, some sort of notion where they're like, at least I'm not that guy, you know? It's not that I'm better than everyone. Just some people.
It's hard not to get a sense from you, Riz, that you do think that you're better than everyone else.
Okay. That is fine,
I mean,
that is your opinion.
Do you believe that?
I just said I don't. Just some people.
Such as the rest of us?
No. I'm pretty flawed. I am definitely better than Marcus, but I don't know if he is people.
That's not a high bar, and he's not people.
See? Actually, Moira might be better than me. She was very funny. And Karis seems like very good person too. She has children and they are so cute. Well, the quiet one is cute. The other two are kind of little shits.
I am still trying to understand you, Riz. I really am.
Then why not, like, actually ask questions that are less philosophical? What's your favorite color?
Does that actually matter?
I don't know. You said you wanted to get to know me. What is getting to know me mean to you? Everyone's definition is probably going to be different. So, shoot it at me.
Understanding what it is that you actually value.
Oh, well, that's the gods. And my horse. But don't tell him.
Well, we haven't really been on conversational terms since I last saw the horse for what the horse is, so...
It's a little rude, but, you know, it's fine.
No, we came to an understanding, it's just... We don't exactly chat, so no, I won't be mentioning that you actually care about the horse to the horse. You have my word on that. Right.
So... You have that part. What else do you want to know?
Do you still care about finding out what's going on with you and Thas?
Well, yes, but I think that's just a thing that will develop over time. There's kind of a world dying right now that's a little more important. I can always come second.
It's actually nice to hear you say that.
This world is definitely more important than me. I can say that in the very least. I do not want worlds to end. Much as I can contradict some of the very people I care about. Terrace is very fickle sometimes. But so is Symphonia. Everyone has their, goods and bads, yes? But
What about Veluna?
She is wonderful, yes, but that doesn't mean she has harbored every single being that she has created. The gods are not actually, perfect. But I love them.
Yeah, I got that impression. You have made that fairly clear.
Okay, is that an issue?
No, that's just me being snarky, Rez. I still have to learn to modulate the voice a little bit differently, don't I?
You kinda just sound irritated with me constantly. Which, like, I can go for Vera, cause, like, I think she just is irritated all the time, but, like, it varies.
I just don't get you, and I want to, that's all. And it's not about knowing favorite colors, it's just knowing why people act the way that they do.
I don't know if we'll ever find that out about other people. A lot of mortals are very, central focused, you know, they are their own world. It might be an impossible thing to fully understand someone deep down. But that does not stop us from traveling together. That does not stop us from caring. I am not sure what you need from me to know me. I feel like I have been pretty honest and blunt about myself. In the
No,
several
that's
months.
accurate. What was that?
In the past several months, it's hard to keep track, but it's been more than 2, so several. It's been a
Do you-
while since we started traveling together.
Right, I'm just... Do you not remember much of it, or...?
No, I just don't know how many months it's been.
Sorry, for a moment there it wasn't clear if you were remembering all of it or not.
I think I'm fine. If I wouldn't remember something, then I wouldn't know I wouldn't remember it.
Shit.
That's why an elephant never forgets.
So, are you going to tell me about the thing?
The thing?
Yes, you said you still don't know about it. But like in your voice, because I can't do your accent for shit.
Be amusing to hear you try, yeah?
Okay.
Oh man, we do this now? I wanted to be here for this.
Give me something to say. I feel put on the spot.
I got nothing for you, so don't
I
even
got
worry about
nothing
it.
for ya.
Wow.
I love it.
Spot on.
Wow.
It's like
It's a
just 2
good
of them.
thing. It's a good thing you're such a good fortune teller, because I don't think mimic is in your...
Yeah, I never try to pretend to be other people other than what people see.
I still see you and see the numinous, just for the record.
Hmm?
As
Are
for
you
my
just
old
like... Oh, there you go. Okay. You go.
No, finish the
Oh,
thought.
I was just going to say, do you want me to break the air, or do you not want to actually talk about these? Because I can't tell. It's been quiet, and since I don't have the information, I can't exactly start it, so I didn't know.
Don't break her, that's just gonna make things more awkward.
If I tell you, are you just gonna tell it to Cloak?
I don't need anything from him.
Very transactional. See, that's something that I don't understand.
Okay.
The give and take between you and the gods, it's so transactional at some points, and yet it's also much deeper than that. I don't get how the 2 levels coexist there.
Riz shrugs because they don't know how to answer.
It's like asking a fish to explain water, isn't it?
Yeah, why they breathe in water, yeah.
Hmm.
The fish does not know, it is simply how it is. They were there for me first. When I first started remembering. Is the best term I can have for it. It's not like I was remembering things when I first have a memory. It's just that's where it starts.
Forming memories.
Yes, yes. Thank you, ghosts from the sky.
Yeah, no problem.
Who are you talking? Is that
Get me out of this cocoon.
Don't worry about
Ghost
it.
from the Sky? That's not one I know. Ghost from the Sky, is that? another
There's plenty
god,
of
or-
them. Don't worry about it. Anyways, when I first started forming memories, they were the first ones there. That and my horse. Oh, she was beautiful.
Tell me more.
So, when it first started, I blinked and I was sitting on my Vardo. I was on my chair and I had the reins in hand and I looked forward and there was a horse and I was scared and the horse stopped. I got off the cart, looked around. I didn't know who I was or what I was doing. And it was like the horse knew exactly how I was feeling and thinking in every single moment. She was there immediately for me, like, you know, the horses do the nuzzle thing. They're very cute. And she was there to calm me down, and when I finally was at peace in the moment, still unsure of who I was, at least there was someone for me. And with each passing day, I saw signs of other people there for me, but not people as you would think it, but the gods. When I needed something, it was there. They've always been there to support me and give me love that I could not find anywhere. So, I dedicated my life to them. Every single one has shown me compassion in some way or another. And I've pissed them off sometimes, just as they've probably pissed me off. It has been years. But when my first horse was dying, I did not know what to do. So I sought answers with Eden. And she allowed me to continue what was remaining of my horse. So even though my horse is very, very stupid now, still has the veins, the blood of my very first friend, I will never give that up.
Never?
Never.
Sort of light bulbs are going off in Kurla's head. So that's what you value the most? That's your gold?
They shrug. Gold is gold, right?
Not quite what I meant. Let me ask you this. If you'd known that there was someone there that was meant to care for you, was meant to show that they loved you, that they were there to protect you, to provide for you, if you needed that and couldn't put it into words, but knew that it was supposed to be there, and that you weren't getting it, and that there was no sign of it, that person who was supposed to be there for you to give you that didn't seem to care,
I would find someone else who did.
And if you couldn't, because you were too small, too weak.
Kurla, I've never been a child.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
But I care for all of them. Every time I try to come across one, I try to give love. Vera did the same to her adoptive child. But not everyone is lucky. And it sucks.
You wanted to know about my father? Well, that's about my father.
He just wasn't there?
See, I was angry with him for a very long time over that. And having got that anger out, I can look back and try to give him the benefit of the doubt and try to say, well, he thought the best way to provide for us and protect us was to cozy up to the leader and spend all his time with the leader. Or maybe he thought if he seemed too close to his family, that could be used against him. So that's why he kept his distance. I can try and make excuses for him, but
He probably doesn't have any.
all I know is that I was a child and I needed to know that he gave a shit. And I didn't. And that's a father's job, to figure out what their child needs and to give that to them. And he didn't. And when what happened, and when they were talking loudly about how best to kill me, in earshot, you know, maybe stone me to death, maybe hang me, maybe, you know, just cut me to pieces. He was right there. He'd have been the first stone thrown. He'd have been the one hanging up the noose, Rez. You heard him in Brota
Kurla,
that he did blame me at the time, so it felt like confirmation that no, he'd never given a shit. I didn't get exiled, Rez. I ran because they were about to kill me,
You
and he
ate
would have
your
been
sister!
first in line. Yeah, no shit.
I'm sorry. If I
You're
was
the one who's told me that it's not my fault that it's the giant fucking spider. Those were your
Yes,
words.
But also, if I was a parent and I just saw someone kill my baby, if someone killed my horse,
Your mind would automatically go to the worst possible explanation. You wouldn't think that maybe this was an elder being interfering.
thinks
You'd
of
assume the
that?
worst. You'd assume the worst of your child. You wouldn't
said
think.
you lived in a cult.
Yeah, he did.
They're all brainwashed.
Does that excuse it? Does that excuse the damage that was done?
What about... Did you ever look at it from their position?
I have been trying, Raz.
Okay. I'm going to play Duru for a second. My daughters, childs, are very cute and wonderful. One goes out on a walk with the other, and it comes back and blood's everywhere. And they ate them. And they're saying someone made me do it. And you try to reason with your head, but the gods are always there for you in your little cult, right? The gods would never do something like this if you're a very devout cult person, yes? So, you try to find reason. There's nothing different about your child other than the fact that they're freaking out because they got caught, maybe.
Sounds like you.
And it sucks. But that's probably what he saw. And yes, he wasn't there when you were little. He probably wasn't meant to be a father, you know, not... He fathered you, but he wasn't your dad, okay?
Yeah.
And some adults are just like that. They're just shitty fucking people. That's why so many children end up in orphanages. That or their parents just die. Life happens. Don't laugh. But I'm not excusing him for not being in your life. He was a shitty father. But you're blaming him for circumstances that are both out of your own grasps of intellect in that very moment. I'm sorry, but I understand you blame him, and it's the thing that happened to you, so it is completely understandable to feel that way.
I blame him less than I did, Rez. I'm saying I can see that perspective now easier than I could, yes. It doesn't change how I felt at the time.
Alright.
You wanted to know what he did, you wanted to know why I ran. It's because he would have killed me had I stayed.
Okay.
He would have killed me. There you go. That's why I was angry.
It's okay to be angry. But opinion-wise, I feel bad for you. I do. But looking at it from all angles, I understand what happened. And why it did. Life is not perfect. It kinda fucking sucks.
You know, looking at it, I can even imagine that there are families where fathers are too involved in one's life in one way or another. You know, there are probably kids out there wishing that their father was never around.
Probably.
Doesn't make the trauma any less or worse. Or more. Just different. They fuck you up, your mum and dad. That's how the poem goes.
Must be a
I read
world
it.
thing.
I read it somewhere. Just got it. Well, you wanted to know, now you know.
You started the conversation, though. I wasn't going to bring it up, but you did, so I
Well,
took
I've
the
been
bait.
trying to. Thank you for that. I've been trying to find a time and a place to tell you since. I don't know. You deserve to know. You saw me at my worst, screaming at him.
Yep.
He had it coming. And I needed to get it out. Maybe now there's space for us to both. And Kurla's gonna reach to the locket and open it up. And just show both portraits. I know that he drew that from memory, and that's not something that someone who doesn't care does.
Well, if you want to have a relationship with him, it's in the end your own decision.
Well, with any luck, the world will end first, and I won't have to worry about it. Snap, and then lock it back.
Their eye twitches.
Small smirk. It's a joke, Rez. Should I, like, do a hand signal when I'm trying to be funny, you know?
Just say /s at the end.
I don't know, it just... Of the things I care about, it's normally worlds, and... Yeah, I joke about it too, but...
We're gonna save this one.
I hope so.
I'm committed to that. And this is me being serious.
/S for serious. Or is it for spider? It's one of the two.
Could be
I think it's
both
for
here.
sassy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we'll fix this, yeah. You're right. We'll fix it.
And I need to find a good place at some point to draw out a fucking sigil and contact a spider god.
Yeah. I wish you the best of luck with that. If that's the way you want to go.
I can't just leave my sister split apart, unable to move on. I don't even know what state they're in. I have to figure it out. He's the only one who can help me with that. It, rather.
I don't even know if it has a gender. I heard multiple when we were down there, so I don't think it fucking matters.
Google search history. Do spiders have gender?
I think they do.
They have 8.
No, stop. But it would not be the path that I would pick, but that is yours. And that is fine.
What path would you pick? And again, I'm not asking you to make the decision for me. I genuinely want the benefit of your expertise and experience here.
I really wouldn't give it the chance to change my mind or talk me into something with sweet words. But that is me. I would find a way to break the strings that tie us.
If it comes to that, you'll help me with that?
I will try my best with what I have in my arsenal of spells, and their hands kind of sparkle. It is all that I can do. And if you want assistance from a god, for what it's worth, picking one might help. But you don't have to. It just helps. If you still want power of some kind.
There are a couple that come to mind, but I'm not quite ready to chat with them yet, and we've got bigger fish to fry.
Alright.
In case it wasn't clear, I don't hate them all anymore.
I kind of figured.
They were there for you, and I'm glad of that. They weren't there for me, but maybe they still can be. Who knows?
They are fickle. They are not going to reach out the hand for everyone. I am lucky. I do not have an explanation for why. It has simply been my life.
Well, I'm glad you made it this far.
Cheers to that.
Let's go and see what the others have done. See if Petravian's murdered Marcus yet.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He likes small, remember?
Alright, see if Marcus has murdered Petravian yet.
That is a possibility. Let's go.
Talk him to death.
How would you know? Oh, well, maybe that. If Marcus murdered Petravian, there would just be Petravian in the room.
Mm-hmm. So as the two of you are heading back in, we're going to rewind time slightly and go back into that room.
Which room?
Moira is sweeping silently.
That room.
It's just
No.
Skrewy with Skrewy.
Screwy with screwy. Here we go. Oh.
What?
Were you not there for that entire conversation?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it seems like your problems are all your fault.
No. There's a whole other aspect to it that, I mean, you haven't been around. You don't know what the shit...
I've known Vera a long while, okay?
The fuck you have?
It goes on back and forth to that for a little while.
Screw this, everybody.
Woo! No, hold on. It gets to the point where we start conversing, comparing notes, essentially, of all the different shit that both of them done. And it comes to the end of...
Well, yeah? Did you actually threaten Vera? Did you actually say that you were gonna hurt them?
No.
Oh, she
a
threatened
fucking
me.
death wish. I thought not.
I mean, I gave my life, so... Well, I didn't, but somebody did.
Thought so.
Basically, Petra wins, and...
Does he?
Petra wins that.
Wonderful.
In my head, Petra wins the...
I like you had to
fucked
tell
up
us who
more.
won the argument.
No, I think in my head, Petra wins the I fucked up more.
with Vera?
Yes.
I don't know, honestly. It really depends because
Petravian
I don't
hasn't
feel
eaten
like-
an innocent, helpless soul.
yeah, like Vera definitely has hated, I think, Marcus
I
more
think
than
she's
Petra.
forgiven him, though.
But I don't know if
Yeah.
Mark II knows that because I don't know that Lovette knows that. Well, I guess Lovette knows that. Yeah, she's figured that much by now.
If you want to
Well,
know
so-
if Vera's forgiven Marcus, you can check out the Adron Wiki.
Shameless plug. While Marcus and Petravian are going back and forth, I'm just curious, Beardy, because in my head I just see Moira like leaning on the broom that they were using, just grinning and watching it like a tennis match.
Moira's leaning on the broom, just head going back and forth, watching each one of them. And as they finally stop, Moira's just going to speak up and say, "I think you're both crazy." Just so you know.
What do you know?
I'm more than both of you, apparently.
It seems to me the original Marcus gave up his existence so that you can then go fuck up.
It wasn't me. I'm a robot.
Man, Petra's sure lucky that Lovette's not around. I'm ready to go for round 2.
Ankylosaur battle, let's go!
I've got a couple more of them this time.
Oh, no. I
Do you
make no
think-
qualms.
Can
I
you
could
do the
not
whole-
take anybody in this
How do you
fucking
feel
party.
your chances are against 2 rocks at the same time?
0.
Can you even go into the ground anymore?
No.
Nope.
Right.
I make
so-
no qualms.
Oh,
have
I can make him go
no
into the
chance.
ground.
You'll put him in the ground, yeah.
That's not necessarily true. You can like one-shot someone, potentially in the party.
Yeah, I don't think that you're like. I don't think there's a hands down the weakest in this party. I think you underestimate paladins.
You underestimate my power.
So look, my point is, it sounds to me like neither of you really respect Vera that much.
They both look at Moira.
I mean,
And-
sure, you're scared of her, but like, do you ever actually listen to anything she says?
All these mic drops are getting expensive.
They're just staring at each other like,
Fuck.
Just my 2 cents. She goes back to sweeping.
So when you say you actually killed yourself, you like just killed yourself? No, right?
no. Marcus gave himself so that one's original got to come back, and I can't
Came
live
back
up to that
wrong.
shit. Thank you. I can't live up to that kind of shit. I can only just I'm a cheap copy.
Very cheap.
Not cheap.
Actually, it's not
Very
true.
expensive.
He's a very expensive copy. He's just not very good. Sweep, sweep, sweep.
Ouch.
He's gonna look just like original Marcus with all these burns.
Well,
This is a really dirty room.
if there is any injustice in the world, at least he got to rest in peace.
Pieces.
Mm.
Reese's?
I see Kenny holding back.
I'm trying to be good, guys. I'm trying to be good.
I mean, it sucks that thing didn't have a soul.
I'm sorry.
You'd be able to-
It's the paladin saying that. I just love how it sucks it didn't have a soul.
Well, yeah. Thank you, voice and Kurla. This isn't your conversation.
You can
Keep
hear
quiet.
it too?
Right?
Someone let me free.
It's just a nice bit of theology there. It sucks it didn't have a soul.
Souls are overrated.
But I'm not.
Yeah, but if he had a soul, we could actually go, ask him, hey, do you want to have you go take care of his son? I think that came out right.
Oh well.
What a Marcus response.
Oh well.
Oh, well. Just fuck up their lives,
yeah,
whatever.
He didn't have a He didn't have a soul. I mean, he sucked at least half of one out of somebody else.
So do you think that Mark II can make kids? If Mark I was able to, and Mark I was also a construct?
Good? Well, that depends. Okay, no, because he's not part of the genetic pool, so no. But it depends. How anatomic did you make him?
What
Oh,
did you
God,
put
here we
in
go.
this bitch?
Yeah.
Actually,
That's more concerning.
Yeah,
No.
let's skip over that and not
Yeah.
think about it. Thank you.
No, you know, it's not like, yeah. No, Lovette glazed over that as quickly as she could. It's like,
If you want those
That looks
details,
right.
that's what the wiki's for.
Yes.
stick it up.
That will
That
not
looks
be on
about
the
right.
wiki.
No, it will not.
So check
Close
out the wiki.
enough.
Check out
Staple
What
the
Lovette
guard
said
knows.
that day.
He cheaped out at that point.
It's like paper mache. All right.
Hmm.
So about that point, the door opens up, and Riz and Kurla re-enter the room.
Oh look, they're still alive.
Damn.
Why wouldn't we be?
Carla had a bet.
Yeah, I figured Moira would have burned you both to death by now. Just...
Really?
Do you think that one? That one could take both of us.
She'd
The
kill
one
you
that's
with
smarter than
kindness.
both of you put together.
Look out,
yeah.
I'm pretty fierce.
I've seen skittering leaves that are more terrifying.
Yeah, and you've run from them.
Little bit.
I tease because I love big guy. Besides, most of the time those leaves were just Eden trying to get in touch with you.
Okay, you know, I'm sorry that I learned. I'm a slow learner. Okay.
Speaking of which, Petravian, I have a question for you. If you are of calm mind, I'm just curious about something actually.
Oh, sure.
Sorry to derail a little. It just kind of popped into my head.
Please derail away. These two were just bickering.
Not a problem. How do you pray to Mellifera?
By doing acts for others.
But like,
By doing good for others.
okay, so just
That's
Eden
all.
stuff?
No,
Oh,
it's different.
okay.
Acts of bees.
Well, like,
Acts of, basically, acts
what
of
about the
community. Acts of,
communion? Like, or the community when they're all together and do they pray together? Is there a certain way that they do it? Like, if you're actually just trying to have like a more meditative moment, like what do you do? Petravian?
Okay, this is me as a player trying to respond.
Tell me exactly what it is that you think it is.
I mean, you can tell from his camera he's trying to focus.
I mean, are you asking like when we all go into the temple? Or
Sure,
to...
like say it's like in the middle of the night and you just want to have a moment. Like what would you do?
I would just talk to Mellifera. I mean,
Okay.
personally, I just would look inward and communicate with Mellifera. But that's
Riz
Inward
takes
to the
like
temple because she's just there hanging out.
Riz just takes out a parchment and a quill from somewhere in their cloak and writes down, just talk to her. I'll
mean,
save this
she
for
is
later.
right there.
I mean,
you
it's not
don't-
like we're all just gonna get in a big group and just start dancing like bees. It's not like that. Completely misnomer.
Oh, it is exactly like that.
Fuck. Have
I
I
don't
been
know.
missing the parties?
No, I was kidding. I'm kidding.
You see a bee on your shoulder.
Hi, Hummel.
Oh, no, that's Hummel.
I was just curious, because, you know, you are the bridge. You would know everything about both religions, yes?
Everything.
Oh, that's just cruel, Rez.
I would try to. I don't claim to know everything yet.
Guess there's more maintenance to be done.
Very much so.
Damn, I was hoping you would have the answer. Oh well.
What answer are you looking for?
Literally, how to pray to her. I'll ask Vera. It's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you
I
should
just
too.
talked to them. In
I
a
should
calmer
pray,
voice this
huh?
time.
It could probably help, but you do you, buddy.
I mean, it can't hurt. Maybe. We'll see.
No, I mean if you talk like this, I think that's a pretty calming tone. I feel very chill. I have yet to get angry. It's pretty good to talk to people like this, probably.
Are you taking
since-
notes, Marcus?
Oh, he's going to be out of our hair in a little while anyways. Leave him be. You are at the 7.
trying.
You were
I'm
at the
trying to
7.
learn here, okay?
You were at the 7.
He's gonna go raise his son, right?
I'm trying to
Like-
learn,
Ah.
and it is a constant thing.
To be fair, he isn't capable of learning
Yeah.
because he's a simulacrum.
That's a convenient excuse, yes.
No, I'm not going to accept that excuse. Voices in the sky. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better.
Keep
I'm not
telling
going to-
yourself that.
Raise your kid.
I know you're trying to test me, and I appreciate it.
No, that would imply that I cared.
Moira is-
wanted this cocoon.
Moira is going to make a really exaggerated, like, stretching gesture and say, "Boy, I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to go to the kitchen and start cooking up dinner, okay?
Sounds good, Moira. Do you need any help?
Only if people want to get out of this room."
Oh
She
god,
starts
yes.
walking to the door.
Kurla will follow.
I'll wait in the room.
So, Kurla and Moira will cross the first floor of the building, and Moira is legitimately just going to start cooking stuff over in the kitchen, like putting together some sort of meal. So if you want to assist Kurla, that would be fine.
Is there meat in this meal?
There can be.
Kurla's just going to stand back
Spiders.
against the wall, like, looking at the meal being prepared, if there is meat in it, and sort of inhaling it, and trying to understand their responses to that better.
I see when you say inhaling
say-
it, you mean like literally like
You mean
breathing
it
in,
or you mean
and not like just consuming fuck
like
tons of
just
meat.
like
No, smelling
No,
it.
so, no,
Fine.
smelling
Okay,
it.
okay.
Genuinely smelling
Okay.
it. Like,
Okay. Gotcha.
For a
Okay.
second there, I read the other way. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, it smells like meat, and you, of course, probably have some sort of, feelings toward that. But I leave that up to you, how strong those feelings are.
they are trying to work that out themselves. What's everyone else
Moi-
doing?
Moira will kind of shoot you a glance and be like, "Are you just gonna stand there and watch me, or are you actually gonna help cook?"
No, I'm gonna stand here and watch you, and
Well, that's not creepy.
no, not at all. This
She goes
coming
back.
from you is right.
I mean, would you prefer me to like stand over people's beds and stare at them as they sleep?
No, that's the kind of thing Marcus would do.
Yeah, and he's weird.
Yeah.
She goes back to
Jeez.
cooking.
Kurla will eventually help with like slicing vegetables, but they'll stay as far away from the meat as possible.
Okay. Make a wisdom save, or a wisdom check. rather.
Wisdom save.
Not a wisdom save, a wisdom check for assisting.
I
Meanwhile, back near the room.
Ooh,
How long am I?
13.
How long is my hugging sesh?
Oh, I mean that's as long as you'd like it to be. I figured you were
I
just
mean,
gonna be just blanket spending time with your mom.
I mean, that's true. It's probably going to be a while. I figure eventually she'll come back to the group if her mom's come with. I also forgot about something I feel embarrassed about. If the main foyer is all cleared out, then whenever I do come back, I will deploy Archie.
Okay.
So there'll be plenty of space for him.
All right. So some time passes, and eventually Lovette comes back down from the second floor with Lilith in tow, and will summon Archibald into the main chamber.
I want to seek out Riz.
Well, I'm in the room with Marcus and Petravian still.
Just go back to the vicar and be like, what is going on in the hill?
So here's what you do. You kind of like use the leverage between your fingers to flip the card away and then let it slide into your sleeve. Now, it doesn't make sense how it slides into my sleeve since it's connected to this finger, but you'll have to figure that part out on your own.
Whoa.
I thought it was just magic.
So, try
That's
it with
pretty
me.
good.
Put it,
Alright.
no.
Alright.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
You can try it too, Petravian. Okay. Ready? And we just flip. Oh. You're close, Let's try that. Yeah, I'll adjust it so that you're in the right position. And
Okay,
go.
thanks.
You're getting closer.
Hey!
Yeah? You're doing good.
It's still kind of
Wait.
showing, though.
Listen.
Yeah. What's up, Lovette?
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt anything. I just wanted to thank you again. Is it okay if I hug you?
You may hug me.
Fly over and hug, so I'm at hugging height. Thank you.
I was sitting down, but you know.
Oh, well, I still have to fly to be a sitting height.
How are you doing?
Oh,
I'm sorry it wasn't enough.
Why? No, it was amazing. Thank you.
It wasn't good enough, Lovette.
We
I'm sorry.
all will be well. I'm not done. We won't give up, but now I know it's not. It's not pointless.
I don't
not
know
the
how
worst.
many curses she has on her.
I don't either.
It
but
seems like it's
she's-
multi-leveled.
She could talk and smile, and she wasn't faking it, and so this is a lot.
It's good.
But it's been a really long time. I feel like I was finally talking to my mother again.
Little bit happier that you didn't take that deal?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good.
Well, I'm going to. It smells like something's being made, so I'm going to see if I can help us out.
Just a quick question.
Oh, what?
You can use sending, right?
Not today.
Well, no,
That's
I
in
mean just in
general.
general. You do it on your wrist thing, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
After we were done going to this Pinterest estate, fuck you, Xeno, this is what you get.
Pinterest.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was thinking maybe we could hire an old friend of ours about Kintao.
Oh, old friend?
Acquaintance? Well, I spent time with him, but I don't know if you can send a spell to him since you really didn't talk to him. That's the problem.
Who are we talking about?
Do you remember the lightning blades?
Yeah. Faintly. I mean, I was a bit, distracted when we spent some time with them. But I remember fighting with them.
Right, well, some of them, maybe one, was probably familiar with the more eastern side of the continent, I think.
Oh, yeah, the guy who didn't talk at all.
Well, I mean, he talked, but he talked with his hands.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh. I suppose I didn't consider that, but I should have.
I feel like he'd be able to answer you, so that's usually how the spell works, but your
He-
doohickey acts a little weird, so I don't exactly know. You know.
Well, he has the option to choose not to, but he might want to because he doesn't have to say anything out loud. Maybe it's fine then. It only shows up in the writing.
Okay. Well, maybe we could look into talking to
Yeah.
him.
I think that is a good idea. I mean, probably, I don't know what we would ask other than how to get there.
I mean, I would like to talk to him again, in general.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, they might be, like, it's been a while, they might be gone.
This is true, but it might be a good ticket to learning more about that area a bit more, perhaps.
I agree. I just might not get more than a 25-world conversation.
Yes, that is the bummer about spells. They are not perfect. Oh well. It's better than
Well,
nothing?
225-world conversation if we are not going anywhere.
Maybe, but we will see once we are done with everything. First we have to get those items and get them back to Karis, and then get back to here and blah 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 blah.
Yes, and I cannot do any of this until tomorrow.
I know. But, thank you?
Of course, I'm just trying to help. Thank you. You've really done a lot in the short time we've known each other to really make my life better.
Well, I have the good and the bad in me. And something in the
we
middle.
all do. I mean, that's pretty normal. As you're acting on the good stuff a lot more than the bad stuff, I would say. I mean, yeah, as someone as powerful as you has the capacity to do some really bad stuff. You have not come close to that.
Thank you,
It's like,
Lovette.
it's like you said with me in the underground. You know? And it's not so much about what I have done, it's about what could be done. And it's chosen not to.
Riz actually hugs you of their own volition.
Oh, hug him again tight.
You two look away while I'm doing this, and they point at Petravian and Marcus. Keep doing your card tricks, look away.
No, you gotta flick it. It's in the wrist, I think.
I know. God, fucking damn it.
I've been teaching them card tricks.
Yeah, have they been using those the whole time?
I think it's kind of cute, actually.
It feels like they're talking to themselves somehow.
Well, perhaps it's therapeutic for them.
I hope so. Either that or the opposite, but I mean...
I don't plan on saying that I know exactly what people are thinking. I'm just trying my best to understand the mortal condition.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What's it been more trauma anyway? Ha! Okay.
Well, Moira went downstairs to go start cooking. Shall we?
Yes, I think this is a good idea. I'll see if I can help.
Alright, we're going down to continue cooking. You guys keep at it if you feel like it. Otherwise, you can join us.
Just a few minutes. I think I almost got it.
You got it, buddies.
Did have a question for you. So Archie sees Riz as their true form, correct? Or,
Yes. Yeah, we've established that.
And so what does Marcus see them as?
Probably as... Yeah, I'll say the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know if I need to mentally think of a halfling oracle or something.
It's definitely the less mindfucky answer.
Yeah. Sorry.
I feel like the more mindfucky answer would be Marcus doesn't see. Marcus
Yeah.
just imitates a
Right?
creature who can see things.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the truth, but because of that, because Marcus is such a simplified being, there's not even enough, like, depth there to get an impression like that. So Marcus just
Like, he registers that Risen exists because he is a clockwork domino effect that responds to stimuli.
yeah, essentially. So
Yikes.
the deep question is, does Marcus care? That's the question. And
Can
the answer
Can
is,
Marcus
care.
care?
Can Marcus care? Yeah, sorry.
Wow, that's some. That
Don't think too hard. You'll have an existential crisis. It's okay, baby.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So Riz and who else was leaving that room?
Lovette.
Riz and Lovette head west out of there and across the main room and past Archibald.
Hi,
Hello.
Archie.
It is good to see you.
It's good to see you too. You're looking very macho today.
I look the same as I did previously.
I don't know, you look a little shinier. Get polished?
No.
Oh well. How are you?
I am functioning normally.
I love my voice so much.
I swore you used to say something different, but maybe it's just my head filling in
Nope.
that shit.
He says that all the time. That means he's doing well.
Are your eyes functioning well?
Some days.
Have you seen my mother, Archibald?
I guess at that point, yeah, Lilith would be in that same rough space, right?
I suppose. I don't know if she passed through or where she is at this point. But
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, this
something
is
like
the biggest room in the building, so it's likely that
Right.
she would be in there.
Yes. I was speaking to her while you were in the other room.
Isn't it incredible what Prison has done?
It is good to see your mother smiling
She's-
again.
Yeah. It's incredible.
I missed her.
I did too. And we are going to fix the rest. We're going to get rid of that chaos. I know it can be done now.
I will follow you until we succeed.
I know you will. We'll do it together. As always. Okay, that smells really good. I'm gonna go find out what's
Yeah,
going
let's
on.
go
right now.
eat. Let's go eat.
Alright, so you pop into the kitchen and find Moira is preparing a really nice set of what appear to be like herb-covered roast chickens over a bed of like celery and carrots with a big side of what appears to be smashed potatoes.
I'm glad to see there is not a lack for ingredients here.
Mm-hmm. And the chickens themselves have been stuffed with like some sort of breadcrumb stuffing, and there's even like lemons that she's managed to like juice over them. So
This is like the ideal outcome of the simulacrum spell. If I could just not have an existential crisis over it, I'd be having a great time.
I know, right? So it looks like she's made a hell of a meal here. Meanwhile, Kurla is doing their best to help.
Am I butchering the vegetables?
You're cutting them well enough. You don't feel like you're adding anything to the meal, but you are at least taking some of the load off of Moira.
I can live with that.
Is that not what cooking is? Just do the thing until it's done.
Yay, I'm helpful.
You're not messing anything up. That's the important part.
I can live with that.
All right.
But the meal finishes, it's finished being cooked, and Moira is going to look over and say, "So, where are we supposed to eat this? I didn't see any dining room or anything."
That's a good point.
Standing?
Well,
Sure,
we
why
could-
not?
I mean, I
I
have a
could
space
get the
for us to
Vardo
use.
up.
The Vardo, my books I did bring.
Whatever you want,
So-
Lovette. It is your house in the way, yes?
I mean, it's not really my house. My mother lived here because we killed the guy who lived here before. But,
What?
To make room for her, or
Isn't that how you always?
I mean, he
acquire
took up a
house?
lot of room.
well, I think the Varda would be better. I don't think I have the juice actually to get the box open today.
what's that?
All right. So, sorry, who was opening up an extra dimensional what now?
Is it me?
The Vardo is probably
Okay.
a better option because I
Yeah.
actually need teleport in order to go into the box.
Oh.
Making the box is a different spell, but teleport is how we go into it and out of it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I'll get the Varda going.
Okay. So with the Vardo opened up in the main chamber, do you let everyone in?
Yeah, no
Or-
one's barred.
Okay.
It's the rope trick version of it, of course.
So people filter out of the kitchen and start heading toward the rope to get into the Vardo itself. And our Archibald is going to look over at Kurla.
Ah, it is good to see you again, Karis.
Karis?
Serious?
Do you mean Kurla?
Oh. Apologies. Bad memory fragment. The error has been corrected. It is good to see you again, Kurla.
It's good to see you too, mate. We haven't really talked in a while. You've been all right?
Yes. It has been a while. I am glad to see my friend.
Sus as fuck.
Very glad to see you too. That's a unusual kind of glitch. I don't think I've seen you do that before.
It is nothing to be concerned of.
All right.
It's probably just a Beardy glitch.
Well, whatever you say, just know if you need to talk or anything, let me know.
Of course. I am always happy to speak with you.
So what do you make of this whole, mission, world ending, all of that business?
We are going to save the world.
Yes, we are. That's what we do, right?
Of course.
Good talk.
With a team of people like this, and Lovette helping, there is surely no way we can fail.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed anyway. Lovette seems to be doing a little bit better too. I think she's had a good day. Rez was able to help with her mum, so...
Yes, Lilith looks better.
I mean, I didn't really know her before, but yeah, I would agree.
That is true.
It seems like
She used
she's
to
in
look-
less pain.
Oh, hey, Rez.
Are we not?
Yes,
in
that
the
is
barn?
also true.
I assumed this was when Archie stopped Kurla as
Okay.
they were leaving the kitchen.
No worries. I am not there.
That's okay.
Anyway, Kurla has, I guess, a couple of bowls of the salad that they were cutting to deliver from plating. Do you need Can I interest you in any salad while I'm here?
I do not eat.
Yeah.
Allow me to help you into the Vardo.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Archie will reach down and just kind of lift you up into that portal.
Oh, blimey.
And then we'll follow behind as well. As
You could just grab the top of the rope and all of a sudden...
yeah.
Archie, how's
Yes.
your art going, by the way? Have you had a chance to, do any of the painting or modeling lately?
I have had little time to work on my hobbies, but I hope to have more time soon.
Yeah, I hope you do too. You deserve to make progress with that.
I want
is
to
very
build you a
kind of you
studio,
to say.
Archibald.
I saw you work on the beach in Prota. You did magnificent sandcastles.
It was incredible.
That was mostly with the direction of Riz.
Riz
Is
is good at that kind of thing too.
Wow, since it does not discredit your work, collaborative work does not discredit anyone.
I am quite skilled at moving earth.
Yes.
Archibald, would you like a plate to hold at all? Just to have?
No, thank you. I do not eat.
I know, but... Alright. Good to know.
Moira will walk up and say, I'll take a plate.
Here you go, darling.
Thank you.
So, Petra and Mark II are as they're coming into the room, you hear just Petra saying,
So what I'm saying is that, I mean, if we get towards that area, I'll try the spell. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work, but I'll try.
Oh boy.
"Fine, whatever."
What spell?
The one that Kurla did and I did over the Speak with Soul.
Where?
This facsimile's body actually is.
But he doesn't have a soul.
I told them that.
Malchus, I don't know what to tell you. It's not well said. And I don't think we can do this. You don't understand. Hildegard will use your fucking mind if you come within a mile of that place.
That is true. Hildegard was
Archie!
not happy with us. Hello.
Hi, buddy.
It's a lot bigger since last time Marcus has seen him.
You're big. Have you been eating your vegetables?
I do not eat.
What's
Has
wrong,
something
buddy?
changed recently?
I don't know. You seem a little bit down. What's wrong?
Many people have asked me if I eat, and I do not.
It's not that
I
I
know
was
you-
asking you to eat, it's just you used to enjoy holding the food.
Yeah.
You don't know these.
Well, no. He held food while we were together. What's wrong, man?
Well,
You
I-
seem a little off. What's wrong?
Do not see the point in holding an empty plate.
But
I'm
you
Build
quite
that.
happy.
What's wrong?
have food on it. It's just you could, you know.
I mean,
I am quite happy to sit here and enjoy the company of my friends. Where is Vera? Is Vera alright?
Lovette.
Did
What?
something happen to Vera?
Well, she's
No, I
outside.
have to check on Nell. Yeah, I'll make sure I can go check on her. Make sure she knows.
Yeah, it might
You've
be
got
good for you
food.
to check on.
Wait, why? Does she want to talk to me?
No, but I think she. Well, I think she likes Petravian the best, but I don't know if after the last few conversations at the base.
I will go. No,
Wait, no, I'll go talk to her. Alright.
I'm already walking
please.
out the door.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, this is not going to end well.
Go outside.
Vera! Oh,
What is it?
sorry. You're right there.
You'll see Vera's just like sitting at just outside the door, just on the side of the castle.
Just like shouted over your head and then realize you're there.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to shout like that. We're eating. Are you okay?
I'm not hungry. Enjoy your food.
Okay. Do you want to? I will leave something for you.
What?
Vera, we leave some food for you. Tomorrow. I want to talk to you about that. I want to ask you a few questions. First of all, are you going with us?
I need to show you guys where to go. So yes,
Right.
I'm going.
Perhaps contingent on that. So I don't know how he builds this machine with also spells. I don't know that it can be done. But you are my friend, and I respect your feelings. And like it or not, for the folks here, I kind of control the ride a lot of the time. So I'm going to just ask you, and I need your sincere answer. Should we really not go?
I would rather you didn't.
But
Nothing I've said hasn't been true, if that's what you're asking.
that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if it's going to help you in a way that cannot be repelled.
I don't know what's going to happen, Lovette.
No. Do you want someone to stay at the hive in Verzell and make sure that they are safe?
They will be safe. Understand this,
Okay.
Lovette. If I'm taking you there, nobody
Yeah.
is going to mention my family, alright?
I had no intention of doing so.
So they will be safe. I'm not going to that place, but I'll show you how to get there. Alright?
Like you said yourself, we don't know what's going to happen. I want to be prepared, is all. But I'm not trying to freak you out, and I realize that it's not a good situation for you.
Just be safe, and like I told Petravian, if you see anyone around that area when you're traveling, don't talk to them. Don't talk to anyone. Alright?
I feel like we're gonna have to do more than tell Petravian not to talk, but
The people that were there, they could not be trusted.
I mean, I talk to people I don't trust all the time. But I trust you, so I won't.
Beryl nod.
Try not to let them back me into that situation either.
You should be
Okay.
fine. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to join you there. I can't. But I'll show you how to get there.
You do eat chicken, right? Like conceptually, like I know you're not hungry right now, but it's not.
Yes, I do. I've
Okay,
eaten chicken
cool.
before.
Cool. Okay. I mean, alright. That's good enough for me. You do whatever you need to do out here. There's a rope inside if you need anyone.
Beryl nod.
That sounded more ominous than I meant for it to. Zivaldo is inside. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'll go back inside.
Alright, you make it back into the Vardo, and Archie will look at you.
Is Vera not joining us?
No, she's got a lot to think about, it looks like.
What is going on?
Well, it seems that we are going somewhere that is personal to her. And maybe somewhere else that has a lot of pain. And might be dangerous for her family.
Do we have to go there? It sounds like it's causing Vera discomfort.
Like hemorrhoids.
Just like that.
Yeah, I think we do, but
I see. Then we had best do it quickly so as to not prolong Vera's pain.
I agree. And we need to not talk to anyone.
I say, looking at Petra.
Louiselle,
Moira
no
laughs.
questions. No, look.
I'm gonna hold a bubble with my mouth.
I am so proud of him. I will also be doing the same.
That looks
Good to know.
the
I
mouse
haven't
bubble.
explained what a zipper is.
Well, I try to. It's like a bunch of metal, like, rectangles put together, and then there's, like, this other metal
Yes.
piece where you put it together, and for some reason they bind when you go up, and when you go down,
It
they
is an
unbind.
interlocking mechanism.
Yes, exactly. It's just metal smithing.
Yes, it is in the cutting edge of gnomish fashion.
Gnomish here.
Oh, yes.
And-
What does that mean?
And as the group gathers around the table to share in a meal, except for Vera, who's sitting outside,
Reese's and Pieces.
Brood.
they sit around and talk about the concept of a zipper as the camera pulls back and we fade to black. for another week.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.